Hello?
Good evening.
Hello?
Someone find Joel. He is lost.
Hello?
How's everybody doing tonight?
What's up? How we doing? Everybody, if you haven't clicked that like button yet, click that like button. Every time you click the like button, Wizards makes a new set. So y'all are responsible for this.
I guess don't click the like button.
Y'all
that would
won't
probably be my
stop clicking the like button.
That would probably be my suggestion. Zach G says, fantastic work on the robbery sting video. Loved it. Everybody, thank you so much for hanging out tonight. Kraken Jank is in the house. Leezy, Seth, Ellis, most hated live stream. Keto Investor hanging out. What's up?
Most hated live stream. What does that mean?
That's someone's name.
Oh, I see.
That doesn't make me want to hit like LOL. I know.
112 people have voted. 42% most hyped about Commander Masters.
Yeah, I have some thoughts on this one. Commander Masters. Jeez,
I think sums it up pretty well.
My question is it going to be one of those things where it's super hyped and then it has like one or two or like maybe three good hits in it and the rest of the set sucks and they sell the name? Or do they pack it chock full of high-end staples like Double Masters 2022? Like that's where I'm at with that product. Is like when we get to know more about it, is it just like a Vampiric Tutor, a Mana Drain, and a Jeweled Lotus reprint? And then the rest of the set is kind of like, yeah, there's a couple good hits. Or is it really over the top?
I was at my computer and it was middle of the day. Wife walked into the office and was like, hey, what's going on? Wanted to talk. And I had one earbud in with Daily MTG had just started. And I was just like, oh, I'll just throw this on in the background while I work, because they said there's going to be some arena announcements. Maybe there's a 1.0001% chance they're going to announce multiplayer on arena in this announcement. I'll turn it on.
Did they?
No, they did they started talking about some other stuff. And so I was just talking to my wife and kind of caught out the corner of my eye Commander Masters pop up, and I was just like, what? Hang on, I'm sorry, I have to listen to this. Pop my headphones back in. She was like, okay, bye, and just left. And they're just like taking notes as fast as he's talking, trying to ask him questions in chat. Crazy, absolutely insane. Sunday, huge March of the Machine news. Pro Tour happened.
Jank. Hold on, Jank. Good note says, do we need to reset the stream monarch? We do.
We will
do that.
I left Tyler's on there just because Tyler did a late $100 claim on the stream monarch last time. So all hail last stream monarch. And we will
Max
get a reset going on this.
Yeah, that was a super nice super chat. Thank you again to Tyler. Max says, what is Jake drinking tonight? I am drinking a Pacifico with lime. This is kind of per usual for me. I'll just forewarn everybody. I've been kind of low energy today. I'll just get this out of the way. For like 4 or 5 years, I've been walking dogs out in LA, and one of the dogs I've been walking for the longest time, he passed today. And so I never actually expected this to affect me as much as it has as a dog walker, but I've been walking him for so long that it's just like, it's really been taking a toll on me today. So I'm going to try to be as high energy as I can. And I am excited to talk about some of these products because it has been a whirlwind of stuff, dude. We have talked about, like, there's some crazy products, but yeah, man, it was just, it's been a wild day. Kind of tired. Yeah, F's in chat for Camus. This stream is dedicated to this dog Camus that I walked for a long time. He was a good dog. Whoa. Tyler, $10. Cheers for another great stream.
Hail.
We appreciate that, Tyler.
All hail! Tonight's stream monarch is last stream's stream monarch to start it off. F's in chat for Camus.
Yeah, thanks everybody.
Claps
That's really sweet.
Tyler,
yeah,
the
I've been
stream
walking
monarch.
him since 2018. So yeah, it's been a while. Or maybe early 2019. It's been a minute. Yeah, dude. Joel, serialized cards. This is one thing that we have to put on the docket to talk about tonight. Is when we saw serialized cards for the first time. The Seer in Secret Lair products.
Yeah.
And then we saw serialized cards in Brothers War Collector Booster, and we were like, this is going to be nuts, right? We're going to, this can go one of two ways. A lot of serialized cards, and then serialized cards don't mean anything, or the path of very few serialized cards, and whenever they do it, it's meaningful.
Right.
So I like the idea of like giving out a serialized Shivan Dragon. Like, that's pretty crazy. It's exclusive. It's kind of like in the moment. But like when you start printing it into every product, I think that that's where it's kind of get away from them. It's just my speculation is like,
it can't be every single time.
Yeah. Bless you, Joel, by the way. I did call the floodgates opening. I was pretty certain they were just going to do it a lot. I mean, if it works and it moves the set, they're going to do it a lot. And I think it'll be a hard lesson in the future, because I think there will be a certain amount of a rug pull that comes with serialized cards. So I don't know. We'll see. Oh, Zach G, $20
Usurping the throne
for Camus. Yeah. Thanks, Zach.
All hail.
Your Lord of the Rings highlight has me super excited. Yeah. Now that is courtesy of Jank, and Jank passed that on. And to us, the little highlight that on the collector booster for Lord of the Rings, there is some serialized thing. So there's some other serialized. Headhunter Racing gets in for $10.01.
You took a shot at the king and you missed. The stream monarch remains. Zach G, all hail.
All hail the stream monarch, Zach G. 69 likes exceeded. Oh, that's nice.
Look,
all right, we got there.
Chat, tell me, does anybody have this opinion at all? I don't mind the constant absolute deluge of products. I like Magic cards. I have a good handle on what I want and what I don't want. I don't feel compelled to go get every freaking thing. More options is always a good thing to me. I'm a person who likes variety. I really value variety pretty highly. Like, I don't go to the store and get one box of cereal. I get like 3 different kinds of cereal. You know what I'm saying? So I can.
What is your favorite
can
cereal?
Mix it up. Apple cinnamon Cheerios, easy. Pack one, pick one.
Is it really?
Apple cinnamon Cheerios.
Apple cinnamon Cheerios.
There is
I didn't know that about you,
dude. There is never a scenario where Apple cinnamon Cheerios aren't a viable choice at any given point. It solves everything. They're sweet but not too sweet. They have my favorite flavors, which are apple and cinnamon, and their Cheerios. Can't go wrong. So
yeah.
What about you? What's your favorite cereal?
Was that your favorite forever, or like was there a cereal that was your?
No, that's
ever since you were a kid.
Yeah,
you're like, yeah, that's my.
I mean, it's probably like.
Shit.
No, I'm not a 2%. I used to be a 2% guy, keto. Now I'm more of an almond milk guy. I'm destroying my environment one jug of almond milk at a time.
I really like almond milk too, because I get super gassy when I go actual true dairy.
I'm lactose intolerant, and so I use my milk points every month on ice cream. I can't do regular milk.
It comes down to you're not a baby cow, so we aren't ultimately supposed to need cream and stuff.
Correct.
We don't need it.
Correct. But I was conditioned slowly since my childhood on wanting a creamy liquid for my cereal.
Right. And so the almond milk, it works. It's not bad. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Because I've had a hard transition moving over to almond milk as well. This is my other question for you. Do you know what my favorite cereal is?
I
know what it is. Like, I know what it was when I was a kid.
Right.
And as an adult, I'm just going to have to go with the one that I buy the most. And it's between two. And
I'm going to say, okay, so let me guess. I'm feeling like you're a crunch kind of guy. And so I feel like it's going to be like Raisin Bran Crunch.
Crunchy.
Or
I like crunchy stuff.
Honey Bunches of Oats.
I'm going with cumulative like, as far as in recent memory, how often I get something.
I'm gonna guess.
2 years.
I'm just gonna guess Raisin Bran Crunch.
Okay, so I love Raisin Bran Crunch, but it is Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Yeah, it's the taste you can see.
Correct.
Yeah.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and then the other one. Do you want to try to guess the other one? It isn't Raisin Bran Crunch.
I actually was just thinking I want to guess the other one.
Yeah.
I think that the
Jank
answer...
says that's my number 2. Pack Opening Addict says F. Yeah, Jake. Yeah, it's a really good one. It's a good one.
What is that cereal that it's like, gotta have my Pops?
That would be Corn Pops, I believe.
Corn Pops. That's my second guess. Corn Pops.
Okay, so that is a delicious cereal as well.
I had a Corn Pops phase growing up, for sure.
Corn Pops, dude, yeah. I mean, I think everybody has a Corn Pops phase at one point. It's a really, really good cereal. For me, it was Reese's Puffs. I love Reese's Puffs too.
I've got Reese's
Even though
Puffs.
that one, I'm like, I know that one is terrible. I know it is.
I've got Reese's Puffs in the pantry
sugar.
downstairs. Are you kidding me? I'm a peanut butter and chocolate guy, dog. I gotta have.
I don't have those.
But that's
I
like
don't have those here right now.
It's like a that's on the candy side cereal, right? You got like your Corn Flakes, you got like your Total on one side, Raisin Bran, and then on the other side you got like Lucky Charms, Reese's Puffs. And let me tell you what my second favorite cereal is. It's Lucky Charms.
That is my favorite from when I was a kid.
Right. And so I'm like a in between. If I have to pick one cereal rest of my life, no contest, Apple Cinnamon Cheerios. But if I want to pick two that I'm swapping back and forth between, it's that and Lucky Charms. And if I add a third one, plain Corn Flakes. Gotta have my
plain Corn Flakes.
Yep.
Plain Corn Flakes is good because what I like about that is you could go straight up, or you could be like, I'm feeling a little sugary this morning.
Exactly.
I'm going to toss a little sprinkle of sugar across the top.
Do some honey, drop some bananas in there. Now
Honey
you got
is good,
yourself.
banana is good.
You got a fucking rockin' breakfast, bro.
It is. Here's the thing about that is it is a mortar. It's a great mortar for different fruits. You can kind of mix it up with that.
Hell yeah.
Not really going to want to put a chopped up strawberry in Lucky Charms. It just doesn't really fit the...
From Canada. The Canadian Stream Monarch, don't you know? That's more Minnesota, isn't it?
There might be someone in Canada that talks like that, maybe.
Canadians, what would I say? Hang on. Canadians, what would I say instead of all hail for the Stream Monarch? Because this is a Canadian $69.99 coming in nice. Hey,
that's a nice Stream Monarch, eh?
Nice Stream Monarch, eh?
That sounded more like monarchy.
Canadian 69, nice, eh? Yeah, bud.
Thank you so much for that.
I like yeah, bud.
That's super
There we go. All hail the Stream Monarch, yeah, bud.
Is it Yeah Bud? Is that the name?
No, it's Quantum Mechanic.
Quantum Mechanic.
They fell out of that new Ant-Man movie.
Oh, nice. Quantum Mechanic, thank you for the 69 nice and 99-cent super chat.
I'm just gonna
but here, I'm not done digging into the cereal thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
And
keep going.
then we do have stuff to talk about. We were talking about Lucky Charms before
Chat,
we were interrupted
let us know what your favorite cereal is. I want to see the weirdest, and be honest. Write your honest opinion of what your favorite cereal is. I want to see who's the weirdest. Don't try and be weird, because that's gonna break the fun. Be honest.
Yeah, you have to be honest. But wait, here. Go down this Lucky Charms path with me.
All hail.
When you eat Lucky Charms, do you go in and just eat the boring part with the marshmallows, or do you eat the boring part first, save all the marshmallows for last, and then have like a big marshmallow bite at the end? I'm
a ratio guy. I don't want a full mouth of marshmallow. I don't want a full mouth of just the
so
grain.
You are not into Lucky Charms for the game. You're into it for the taste, straight up.
I am in it for the experience. I'm chasing that little leprechaun. Never found him. But we gotta have that Thanos approach to eating your cereal, especially if it's a mixture of shit. I need all things balanced.
Yeah. Okay.
Except for my sugar intake. Obviously.
I'm very weird about Lucky Charms because I haven't had it in probably 10 years, but I know how I would eat it if I did get it. And that's one of the reasons I don't get it. I don't have the time.
Yeah.
I don't have the time these days to eat the bran or whatever it's made of, the boring part of that cereal, because I know that I want to eat the marshmallows at the end. And it would just bother me the entire time that I eat it. So I just go with a cereal that I like that doesn't have two different components in it.
Right.
I think that's what troubles me about Lucky Charms is because I love
Raisin Bran Crunch.
Lucky Charms as a kid.
With Raisin Bran Crunch, it's all right there in the name. You've got 3 distinctly different pieces. You've got the raisins, you've got the bran, and you've got the crunch. And I just need a mixture of all of them. I hate when I get to the end of Raisin Bran Crunch and I've only got raisins left. I'm just like, what is this life? Why was I created?
Well, all of the raisins are at the end hanging out at the bottom like little rocks in the pool.
Like when you put sugar on cornflakes. At the end, you're like, ooh, now I get a literal spoonful of fucking sugar. Hooray!
Right. Zach G gets it. He says crunch berries when you save all the berries. Yeah, that's one reason I don't get the crunch berries, but I will get the oops all berries because then I don't have to isolate the berries for the end.
I don't mind oops all berries
to begin with.
I saw I think it was Gaming Bob said Fruity Pebbles. I had a Fruity Pebbles phase for sure.
I love Fruity Pebbles too. I like the chocolate ones more.
It's tough to beat. That's a scent cereal for me, if that makes sense. Like the taste, it all just kind of tastes the same. It's sugary horse shit, but the smell of that cereal to me is so fucking good that I just kind of want it sometimes.
I had Fruity Pebbles on a donut today. I went to a donut place that is a 2-minute walk from my apartment, and they have $2 donuts that are like cake donuts that are just like you could get a chocolate on chocolate or like a glazed donut. But then they have like specialty donuts, like they're trying to be some like over the top thing, and they had a Fruity Pebbles donut.
What's
so
the name of it?
I'm gonna get it. I don't know the name of the shop. I don't know the name of the shop, but it's a hole in the wall. I walk by it all the time, and I'm like, I pointed at it, and I said to Annie, I was like, I guarantee you that place is for laundering money. I guarantee you they don't sell donuts and bagels there, or if they do, it's just a front to launder money. But I went in there and I was like, you know what? But I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna buy a donut.
Launder away, bitches.
16 people in there this morning. I counted because there were so many people in this little strip mall donut place. I was like, this place is crazy.
3 more than a baker's dozen.
They had so many people in this donut shop, and the Fruity Pebbles donut was delicious, and so I got a triple chocolate donut too, and it was really good too. I got one of the cake donut and one of the what's the other one? Yeast. It's a regular donut.
A yeast donut?
Yeah.
I like to go to Krispy Kreme. Give me a box of 12 of your finest yeast donuts.
Fruity Pebbles donut was good though. You do, because they do
Fruity
get soggy.
Pebbles do get soggy. Yes. They absolutely do. You know what else gets soggy? Commander Legends foils. Let's swap over and look at some of these cards.
All right, so this set is already crazy.
Wow.
It's already crazy because
do we just start here with this?
We know that the foils are going to be
thing?
better. There's only one place the foils can go. Up. They can only be better than the last time we were in a commander set. Excuse me.
What in Elish Norn's sweet perfected mind is this shit right
here?
Jeweled
Lotus.
What is this?
That is pretty crazy.
Who wants one of these? First off, chat.
Shattered
Anybody
frame.
want this?
Wait, we gotta find what was the weirdest cereal. We didn't even finish that.
Oh, I saw somebody say some shit with bran, and somebody said something. It sounded like it was probably. Oh, what are grape nuts?
Oh, grape nuts.
All right, so, okay. Are we going back to cereal?
Gotta have at least 1 marshmallow per spoonful. Never enough marshmallows. That's right. That's right. Nut flakes. Also, grape nut flakes. Cracklin' oat bran. I don't know what that one is.
That one is the one that's made me go. Ugh.
What is Cracklin' oat bran? Is it?
That sounds like a fake cereal that they
Annie
would make
it's
up.
The best. Annie says it's the best.
Okay, confirming it tastes like shit.
She just said she tries to get me to buy it. She goes, I tried one time and I said, what the F is crackling oat bran? Oh. Okay, so Annie has a crackling oat bran story. There was a guy that she used to like who loved crackling oat bran, and so she pretended to like it so that he would like her. And she was 12. When she was 12 and the guy was 18, she was trying to seduce him through a crackling oat bran kind of thing.
We should have put this in the thumbnail. What is it?
I don't know. Annie, you got to stop talking to me. She says she thinks that if he thought she liked crackling oat bran, that it would make her cool. Nothing sexier than crackling oat bran. Annie, stop.
It's not crackling. Crackle.
Annie, please stop. I gotta stop talking about this. No one wants to hear about it, except for a Hitboxer who loves it.
I'm kind of interested at this point too. Let's get back to the crackling thing. I really need to get that resolved before I'm going to be able to move on.
I will go buy it soon to try it, and we'll do a review on the next stream a week from today.
Is it crackling?
I think it's crackling, she says.
That sounds...
Yeah.
That sounds like you can't say that. Wolf Spain coming through with the $5 super chat said, hear me out. Idris, Landfall, Deck. I actually have a theory that Kanye is going to come back and call himself Idris, but that's that's beside the point. Yarok the Devastator, Omnath Rage and Royal, Tatiova and AC, but not least... the Gitrog monster. Yeah. I'm hearing you out, Wolf Spain. Thank you for the $5 super chat.
Keto noted. Thank you.
Ooh. We'll probably see Yarok in that Commander Master set. Speaking of.
Yeah, we were about to dig into the Jeweled Lotus here. Do you want it?
It's hard to say. I mean, how could you not want it, right? Look at it. It's the very first frame break card we've ever seen. I think that...
And we know the foil, like, it can only be better than the previous foil.
Man, if the foiling is just horrible on this set as well...
Yeah.
I swear I will continue playing Magic the Gathering and buying products just like as if nothing happened.
Yeah.
But that's just the reality of the situation. What I do want is good foiling. This set is going to deserve it. The way that this set should be positioned and presented should just be printed like
in Japan.
The most, just the sickest Commander set. Think OG Modern Masters, plus all of the good parts of Commander Legends, plus the innovation of Baldur's Gate, but leaned and positioned and marketed the correct way.
Yeah.
This set we should reach coitus by the final booster pack you open.
It should be as exciting as when you went to see Jurassic Park on the silver screen for the first time.
What's up, Historian? Honestly, this set should be like the first time I heard Nasavenia at the beginning of Lion King in theaters as a child, all the way through the title sequence, and you weep at the end. That is how this set should be. It should not...
That's a good way to describe it.
Commander Legends was classic, bro. Nobody's ever been like Commander Legends suck. What's the only negative thing that anybody says about Commander Legends?
Terrible foils.
There's one thing. That's it.
Nick Baker, I swear if the foils pringle up, I'm eating them. Here's the thing about the foils. The foils in that set, there's only like 2 sets in the history of sets that have the worst foils. The first one was Modern Masters 2015. It has the worst foils that could possibly exist.
And we're talking booster sets, not like FTV stuff.
And then somehow they topped it. They made worse foils than Modern Masters 2015 with Commander Legends. And they're so bad that they're not just Pringles. You know the chips that are actually kind of like a cylinder They are so they like bend back and they fold into each other.
Tosquitos.
They're kind of like yeah. They're so bad that they roll back and they create a cylinder, like a round kind of chip.
I definitely made that up. I don't know what a Tosquito
it's worse
is.
than it. It sounds correct.
Yeah, it
sounds correct.
It does sound like what you're describing.
Eternal Masters did it have bad foils, Eternal Masters? I don't remember them being that bad.
The thing is all they have to do is deliver on the promise that we were under the impression was made to us with Commander Legends Battle for Baldur's Gate.
Takis. That's right.
They just need to deliver a set that was as good as, I mean, all they have to do to cross the bar here is deliver a set that was as good as Commander Legends 1.
Mm-hmm.
But have the foils not be pieces of shit.
Well, here's
and the
thing.
hard part is this is Commander Masters. We're probably not going to see new cards in this.
All right, so Commander Legends 1, other than J-Lo, Vampiric Tutor, Mana Drain, Jessica's Will, what are the big cards in that set? I don't really remember any of them. Like, what are the most expensive cards? Achroma's Will is in there. But there's not a lot of really good cards outside of like a few chase mythics. I remember the big thing being the Lotus, right? Oh, you could get Timna and you could get Etched Legends.
Yeah.
That's right. And there was stuff like Command Tower and Soul Ring. Oh, okay.
People forget that Mana Confluence was in that. Scroll Rack.
No, that was the buy box.
Oh, that was the buy box?
That was a promo, yeah. Okay, so Opposition Agent was in it. Scroll Rack, Commander's Plate. Okay.
If they do Mana Drain again, everybody's going to be able to pick up $15 Mana Drains.
Yeah, Mana Drain is pretty much Secret Lair territory at this point.
The opponent lands and the foil etched legends, I think, are what, besides the new cards, really stands out here.
The lands are good. The lands, it had a good cycle of lands. That's a good cycle of lands, too.
So, Jake, what cycle of lands? This was actually a big topic of discussion on Twitter today in response to some stuff that I posted, because I speculated that we're going to see shocks again this year. And
shocks would be super sexy, but I think that they could go Onslaught or KTK fetches. They could go...
Fetches was what somebody on Twitter said, and I was like, holy shit.
I mean, that would full send. That would full send the set.
Dude, this set would be stratosphered. It would be a classic set. Yeah. Nail the foiling, and you've got a classic set if you throw fetches in there. Like, you want to drive people out of their fucking minds, go fetches. That is where you go. Because you can do shocks in Lord of the Rings and sell that set.
Yeah.
And at this point, we've seen that they are just in, like, full send reprint territory. They decided that 22 shocks, and 23 were their full send reprint all the shit years.
Yeah. I mean, shocks reskinned in Lord of the Rings as Lord of the Rings stuff. Is all of the Lord of the Rings stuff going to be standalone cards, or is it going to be like Universes Beyond, like in Ikoria, where something is going to be called Gandalf, but it's going to have a...
No, they will be those cards. They will be Gandalf and Balrog and...
Got it.
D-Hammer, thank you for joining.
So Shocklands probably won't show up there. I wouldn't expect Shocklands to show up there if it's just going to be a whole bunch of new cards, right? Or, I mean...
I feel like they want to have a draw. I feel like some suits would be going, well, it's Lord of the Rings. What if it's a Magic player that doesn't want to play Lord of the Rings set, doesn't like the IP? How do we draw people in?
Right.
And so, you know, I mean, in modern, what are the most
straight to modern
legal modern type land sort USD?
It's going to be the fetch lands and
Aboro,
shock lands,
caverns, gemstone, Urborg, and then the fetches, and then Nykthos, Inkmoth, Nexus. Past that.
But Daily Dose says, I think Lord of the Rings will get shocked. They can make it work. But how would they just call them the Shocklands? Would it just be Temple Garden in like...
Yeah, I mean, there's a temple in Lord of the Rings, right?
Okay, got it. Okay. Got it. Watery Grave. I guess you could find a spot for a Watery Grave.
Yeah.
Okay. Overgrown Tomb, Sacred Foundry.
Breeding Pool, I'm a little weirder on. I don't exactly know who.
That would be for the Urukai, right?
Yeah, but it's blue green. I thought Urukai too.
They just do it anyway.
Yeah, they're just like, fuck it. We needed it to match the lore. Damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these we have, like Overgrown Tomb, easy. Sacred Foundry, easy. Steam Vents, that one's a little harder. I don't know if steam powered anything was in Lord of the Rings. It wasn't really steampunk at all. That one's tougher. But steam can be from like a natural thing as well, right? Maybe put it on the... I mean, I feel like you could do it easy peasy. Blood Crypt is easy. Watery Grave, super easy. Godless Shrine... Probably right. Just make it to Sauron. Hallowed Fountain. Yeah, I mean, these are easy. Breeding Pool's the weirdest one because I can't stop picturing like the Riders of Rohan all in a pool having sex, but that's not going to work as a shot clan.
Nah.
Oh, yeah. Isengard. Yeah, that was some steampunky, steamy stuff.
That's where you
Mordor
take
Steam.
the hobbits.
Yeah, you got to take the Hobbit Isengard. Oh god, that shit's gonna come back around, isn't it?
It certainly will. Yeah.
So yeah, I just feel like we're gonna get the way that everything seems to be headed, which is out of your mind hype, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Did you stop looking at us? Look at us again. We're reprinting something. That seems to be their marketing strategy right now. And so that just to me screams shock lands and fetch lands to draw in the, the indoctrinated players that aren't interested in Commander. How do you make the modern players buy Commander Masters? Put fetches in there. Put shocks in there.
Yeah. I mean, shocks and fetches are, A+ cards in Commander too. So it makes sense.
Yeah, right. Yeah. You get two fan bases satisfied and excited about your set.
Yeah. I'd be down for an Urza's Saga reprint soon too.
Urza's Saga,
even though it just came out.
Yeah, this was Modern Horizons 2, so it's gonna be it's gonna be a while. 2021, yeah, we're not gonna see a reprint of that until 23 or 24.
They did just use the shocks. They did just use the shocks to sell the unset.
Yeah,
you're right.
Yeah, I just have to believe that they knew that wasn't gonna do what they wanted it to do. Those unsets, the novelty of those unsets was how rare they popped up, and after the one did well, they were just like, we gotta make unsets, and I feel like we've had 6 since then. So you gotta do something to get people to go play that set outside of like
easy skip. Always an easy skip for me. Save money,
maybe one draft, call it a day.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Urza Saga reprint, it would be nice, but it ain't happening for a while.
Yeah, probably not.
It ain't happening for a while. But cards like this, I mean,
maybe.
Where do we know there's going to be flip cards?
Well, we know that there are flip cards in Commander Masters.
No, in March of the Machine.
Or March of the Machine, yeah.
But this card doesn't really make a lot of sense in March of the Machine. However, I mean, we are going back to Ixalan 2. Right, Michelangelo. Ixalan 2 is coming up. And I mean,
before it goes away, I just want to say thank you one more time to the Stream Monarch Quantum Mechanic.
All hail!
Yeah, dude. Let's see.
Why is this speculation dangerous? I want to talk about that. I want to look at medallions, because a bunch of people have talked about medallions today, and I think that this is a really good call. Really good call
just
here.
Speculating. We're just speculating based on some crazy stuff that came out. So,
evening, Skylar.
Yeah,
thank you very much.
It's all over the place.
These medallions, Commander 2014.
These would be good. Medallions would be good.
Jet medallion got secret layer drop. I mean, like, let's look at all of them and we'll sort date.
I don't think they would do check lands. I'm trying to think.
Is this list? Did Jet Medallion hit? Oh, nice.
It could just be fetches.
Oh,
I mean, the last time that they
damn.
printed allied fetches was in Zendikar Rising in the expedition slot.
I mean, the medallions would be sweet. These are definitely cards. Like, tell me this isn't the perfect cycle of cards to have 6 treatments of each medallion, you know, minimum the main one, that extended and etched, and then some other alternate art version. Get Richard Kane Ferguson to make art for all 5 done. You know, there you go.
Yeah.
Bob's your uncle.
I think that that's a pretty good call. You know, have those at rare, 2 or 3 different variants. I mean, if there's going to be like an etched variant, we did see with Jeweled Lotus.
I mean, you'd
These
also
would be great etched. And
dude, if you did this as a rare and you didn't upshift these, I mean, look at the prices on these. You're talking about $30 pulls in the rare slot. I actually think that would make me nervous, because that would start kind of screaming to me there's not a lot of value in the other slots, in the other cards, because we've included a 5 cycle where every different version of these with the occasional low ball.
yeah, I mean, if you have those alongside
Like, nobody
a good
cares about
land
Emerald
cycle,
Medallion. Oh, dude, that sells a set.
yeah, I mean, if you did medallions that entire cycle and then a good land cycle, yeah. Disney buys Hasbro calling it. That's what someone at my LGS thinks too. But they think that that's why they're trying to pump so many intense products back to back to back, and just essentially all of the reprints all of the time, so that they can bolster the value of Wizards of the Coast and sell it to somebody else. That's pure speculation. That is just like when people think, you know, why are they printing so much stuff? You know, when clearly there's wallet fatigue. I have like some stuff coming in the mail, just like Black Cleave Cliffs and like a few pickups from Phyrexia All Will Be One. When was Phyrexia All Will Be One's release? I want to check out its release.
Few years ago, second or third year of high school for me.
Okay. February 7th, 2023. The complete bundle isn't even out yet for a product that, since it came out, since February 7th, we've learned about March of the Machine and serialized cards. We've learned about Commander Masters. Like, it's just like I can't even keep up with it. It's pretty much impossible.
God, Sylvan Library's still a $30 card. They just keep reprinting this thing and it just keeps staying up there. They give us 3 different versions of it for freaking Dominaria Remastered. I guess we've already moved on from that.
That right there is what's just destroying the price of cards, which is fine. You know, it makes the cards accessible. It used to be when a card got a reprint, it got just like, oh, it's reprinted at Mythic.
Yeah.
It wasn't, there's 3 different slots where you can find 3 different versions, and every collector box has a chance where you can, you know, find like 2 or 3 of the chase rare or mythic. It's just I think that's what's killing the price of cards, is just every card has 4 or 5 different versions.
Grand Abolisher, we'd love to see it. I mean, geez, look at this. You can almost guarantee this card's in there, right? Innistrad, Ultimate Masters, the list.
Yeah,
I'm
thinking a lot of Ultimate Masters cards pop up that haven't been printed in a minute.
You could put money on Balefire Dragon showing up in Commander Masters. Let's look at Ultimate Masters.
I'm trying to think of what Planeswalker they would pick for Commander Masters. Like, I know that they're going to pick a Planeswalker, or maybe even 2.
It's got to be Planeswalkers that say on there. Hang on, let's look at Ultimate Masters real fast. So, like, the whole top row, hell yeah. We just saw Cavern, so unlikely.
Probably not Cavern. Caracas.
We just saw Mana Vault. I think we would all prefer Mana Crypt to be in this set, but
Caracas is banned in Commander, so it wouldn't be
it's not going to be in this set.
Yeah, it wouldn't be in the set.
No.
I hate when they print Caracas, actually.
Another altar would be pretty sweet. Phyrexian altar, I think, would actually be a decent reprint right now, right? Yeah, Double Masters. Oh no, it was just in 2x2.
Printed.
Jesus,
Just printed.
it feels like that was 6 years ago.
Bro,
Double
talk
Masters
about missed
19
opportunities, man. Oh
Double
my god, I
Masters
should have sold that foil.
1922 was so long ago. I can't remember that set. Bitter Blossom.
So,
yeah, I
like-
mean, you're right. This actually would be a good set to look at. It came out in 2018, so we're 5 years removed. And at this point, there are some heavy. Damn, this set actually wasn't there kind of like
set.
people were like not happy with this set out of the gate, or am I misremembering?
No, actually, people really liked this set.
One was the hot shit.
What they didn't like is it was a big step toward their movement toward product increase in price.
Yeah,
it was a super expensive set, but it was super pushed and was a really good set. Yeah, Shadow Spear would be good.
I mean, if they
Caveman Tarot knows as well.
isn't there
This
an
was the
auras?
price
Yeah,
increase.
there's definitely an
Right.
auras enchantment something deck. Eldrazi
Box
conscription.
toppers appeared. It was a big deal. Yeah, Eldrazi conscription is good.
This would definitely.
Oh, Great Henge. That's one.
Oh my
That's one that
God,
would be a
dude.
good reprint.
Holy
That'd be a good
shit!
reprint.
If surely they're selling that. They're holding on to that to sell their Eldraine set next time that pops up, right?
I mean, it's a big commander card.
Oh my
If
god!
thematically
Dude.
it fits in, thematically, sure, they could save it, but if you wanted to move a set, this would be a great card to do it.
Holy shit! This would be such a good mythic, and I actually would take an alternate treatment of this one. Get
Didn't
some kind
you
of
pull one
borderless
of these?
showcase. Yeah,
Didn't you have one of these?
I've got a foil one.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have an extended non-foil that I pulled in a pack. So it's just that's my only Great Henge. And yeah, it's such a good card. I've
Such a
never
good
ever
card.
played it. Never played it.
You don't like creature decks.
That's right.
We got to build you a good creature commander deck that legitimately is like the point of this deck is to play creatures, pump them, and turn them sideways. You would be like, ugh, the whole time.
No, I could maybe get behind that.
Maybe
Foil
10, maybe 10 creatures,
Henge's
maybe
getting
11
smacked.
creatures,
Maybe 10.
maybe 13 creatures, maybe 14.
No more than 10, up to 10.
A creature-based deck in Commander with 10 creatures.
There we go.
There's a lot of recursion. And then you get into some of these middle hits too, right? Like Laboratory Maniac, Buried Alive. Look at this card. We got...
Yeah, dude. Some of the uncommons in this set have a lot of value.
I mean, this is a $7 uncommon.
To
That
jam
we
till I
haven't
die
seen-
100K sooner than you think. Keto, thank you for being a member.
Keto, we appreciate it, pal. Thank you very much. Buried Alive, $7 uncommon. This is what I'm talking about. I want this set stacked top to bottom. This is the one to do it. Make this a classic set.
If you have extra copies of Buried Alive, definitely sell them. 100%, not financial advice. But like, there's no reason to hold any uncommon that you're not using that has any sort of value, because it will 1,000,000% get its price nuked.
Yeah,
I think
especially
what they
because,
depend
dude,
on
Buried
is
Alive.
for. Dude, I think that what they depend on is they depend on people to just have so many decks that each time they reprint a cycle of cards, they just all get soaked up. So it's like they just depend on people to have like 5 to 10 copies of cards.
Well, think about this. If they're going to reprint a value uncommon, I mean, in Double Masters, we just saw Double Masters 22 uncommons getting showcase borderless, whatever the hell treatments.
Right. Exactly.
So, if that happens again, which it will, Buried Alive is on that list of these are the uncommons in the set that we've got the special art for. These are the uncommons in the set. Buried Alive's always been an uncommon. These are the uncommons in the set where we're going to get them special art.
Yeah.
mean, honestly, just get Greg Staples back to do another version. Classic. Look at
David.
this. They've only gone away from the art once, and it was Buried Alive.
Oh, Weatherlight. God, that's right. Yeah. Weatherlight.
OG.
David, taking it back to the Lord of the Rings combo for a second, says breeding pool is the pit where the Uruk-hai, were being bred by the Saruman. Steam Vents feels a bit dwarvish. Yeah, I guess you could put it there.
Yeah.
Or the steaming volcanic area Salmon Frodo cross in Mordor while getting to Mount Doom. That's not a bad idea.
Are there any other Treese Nielsen cards that still need new art? Or are there pretty much alternate versions of all of the
there's probably some that are less relevant that don't have a
Scryfall tonight is really crawling. Yeah, I mean, look, we haven't gotten a Pattern of Rebirth, but I mean, I guess it's still only $6 for the Urza's Destiny.
Yeah. And I don't think there's like a big rush. If there ever got to be like if it came to a head again,
yeah,
and for some reason, then maybe they would be like, all right, we need to go and just get rid of all these cards.
Quickly.
But I think it'll be a slow progression.
What's the likelihood that we see this card in Commander Masters?
This card is such a joke.
Well, if you're going to have Great Hinge and you're going to have...
I hate this card so much,
all of the sickest mythics, don't you think that they're going to have to show up with like
of course
$2 mythic to balance it out? They're going to have to.
Yeah.
And you know it's going to be something like Lord of Extinction. Or you know what it's going to be? What's the Inkwell Leviathan, but it flies?
I'm not going to lie. That thing is like way... I get that may be mythic by old standards, but think about this.
By Alara Reborn standards.
This is like uncommon these days. This is like literally uncommon power level. A star 5 cost that's power toughness are each equal to the number of cards in all graveyards. It's
doesn't
so
even have
bad.
trample.
It dies to everything.
But that's not a judgment for a creature.
I know.
It doesn't have trample. Is a very relevant. Simic Sky Swallower, yes, thank you.
No, it is good and limited. It is good and playable unlimited, 100%. And it does say all graveyards, so I'm underselling it. But it could easily be.
But that's why I'm saying I think it's going to be in Commander Legend, in Commander Masters. It could easily be a rare. Because cards like that have different contexts in a 4-player game. And so you would want to try and like stuff your set with cards that recontextualize themselves with 3 opponents. And so I have to imagine, I mean, we just saw it in Double Masters 2022, but I don't think anybody's going to be like, damn it, another reprint of this? You're driving down the price of my collection. I have 6,000 Lords of Extinction and they're all going to the bottom.
If anybody has 6,000 of those, we need to get them some serious help quickly.
I want you to make wallpaper out of it. If you've got
I think that would
6,
be a really good use. It'd be a good use.
If somebody buys me enough Lords of Extinction to wallpaper this wall behind me, I'll do it. I'll just fucking do it. You
better hope it gets a reprint, because then we'll strike while the iron is hot.
A stack. Get me a stack of Lords of Extinction about that high, and we'll see how far it gets me.
Jungle Rumbler, thanks for hanging out. We appreciate you.
Commander Legends happened in what, 21? Is that right?
Mail incoming. Yes. Commander Legends.
What year was
happened?
That? 2020.
Wow, it feels like forever ago, doesn't it?
Seriously, I mean, 2020, that was mid-pandemic.
That was my favorite year of life.
Really? that is an interesting choice for favorite year.
You're like, I have a bunch of text messages that would argue otherwise.
Yeah. I have a bunch of text messages I had to archive for the eventual therapist for you. And I don't think they agree with that.
Can you, Jake and Joel, at some point tonight, can you opine on March of the Machine collector box as one example on Amazon being like $50 more than one?
Yeah, we'll look at some box prices for sure.
Yeah, we could talk about that.
I'm sorry, I've seen the question a couple of times, but we haven't gotten to it. So please repeat yourself if you ask about it. Somebody was asking about the price of some box being ridiculous.
Yeah, we've actually had a couple comments pop up on recent videos too, where people are just like, I can't believe you're not discussing the price increase by Wizards of the Coast. I mean, we can dig into it. I think it would be better to, seek out people that actually own a local game store that can get you better numbers, like let you know exactly what's going on as far as like what is changing. I'm sure that if you talk to a local game store owner that you frequent, they would be happy to talk to you about how things have changed for them with Wizards of the Coast, what boxes were, what they are now. I know that mine has talked to me about it. And yeah, I was up there thinking about getting a draft box, and a draft box was $140 for a draft box
of what?
Phyrexia All Will Be One.
Oh, Jesus.
And I was like, this is insane, dude.
What?
I remember getting boxes for like 117 after tax there. So it was 140 before tax. And I was like, this is nutty. This is a crazy price. And we've talked about it a little bit in the Discord. I know Zach G was talking about it at one point with some folks. It's really difficult when the LGS is charging that to not go to somewhere like Amazon to pay, $30 or $40 less.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
This card's going to be reprinted. This is in Commander 17. A lot of people were talking about Commander 2017 because we're going to follow the line of thought here. Dragon has been confirmed. Eminence is a powerful ability that only appeared in Commander 2017. Edgar Markov needs a huge reprint in a major way. And so, I mean, you're talking about a $72 mythic at this point just to play damn Vampire Tribal with. And I get it's a strong commander, don't get me wrong. I have an Edgar Markov deck. But this is one that absolutely could pop up alongside Dragon and be an awesome
that deck slaps right out of the box, dude. That deck is good.
It's just run anything that's a vampire spell, and every time you cast it, you're creating a 1/1 vampire and just increasing all of your synergies. Yeah, it slaps. Eminence was ridiculous, especially an Eminence ability that creates token creatures. That's stupid. Mirri Weatherlight Duelist, this is another one. Commander 2017, only secret layer past that, and it's one of the most expensive secret layers of all the secret layers nowadays. So Mirri is one that I definitely could see. And then, Jake, I want to make one more jump, and then I want to go the place you were talking about. I want to look at Battle Bond, because this is the other place where a lot of cards, and go with me here, all of these abilities.
Doubling Season could use a reprint.
Exactly.
It'd be a good one.
There were cards in this specific to Commander that can't just be reprinted anywhere. Also, cards like Arena Rector. This would be a really good one. You were just talking about Planeswalkers in this set. $14 mythic there. You reprinted, it's not going to be that expensive anymore. So it's a really good card for their mythic slot, right? Because it's a big draw. It's like, oh man, this is the first reprint of Arena Rector. Fuck yeah, let's get it. But then it's a mythic that's going to go down to $4 because it's just such a niche card. And so I think that this is another set. This one, C17 and Commander Legends. If you said, Joel, sit down and put together a full list of what they need, of what they could call a reprint set called Commander Masters, fully reprint, no new cards except for in the precons, I would pull from these sets to make that set.
Yeah, Double Masters is probably where I'd place my bets. If I had to pick a card from this set that would get reprinted, it would probably be Doubling Season. It's just one of those cards that it never really takes that big a dip because they always print it at Mythic these days.
Cavern of Souls.
Yeah. It has Mythic protection, which is the plot protection of price protection. if that makes sense.
It doesn't, but I think I knew what you were saying.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense, but
what were you going to tell me to pull up?
This is what I want to pull up. Can we go to just take a look at the current pre-sale prices for Commander Masters, if there are any that exist?
Yeah.
Keto with the $5 super chat says, to be honest, I have 30 complete bundles, $80 each, pre-order on Amazon. I'm a freaking moron, right? Keto, I think that those oil slick foils are going to go through a big adjustment, like any card, once those bundles make it into people's hands. So it depends on, are you making pre-orders of the oil slick foils that you're trying to sell now before you have them in hand? Or are you just buying all of those to hold? Like, I have no idea what your strategy is with it. I'm sure you have a strategy. If you bought 30 of them at $80 each, I'm sure you don't need 30. So unless you're trying to complete the oil slick set or something like that, I don't know what your idea is. Okay, so out of stock.
Yeah, there's no market availability here.
All right, well, I could tell you that those did appear and they were posted in the Discord. If you want to be there in the moment, there's always somebody who knows about the newest, hottest thing, and they're posting in the Discord. So if you want to be part of the conversation, you can find the link in the description of this video, and you can go join the Discord. So all of this stuff, everybody FOMO'd out. It's all out of stock. So what that means is that when they come back, it'll have a price adjustment or not. And
yeah, I mean, we don't even have.
There will be more of it.
We don't even have anybody listing anything yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, this is all over the place. Amazon didn't have anything. Where else could we check for pre-orders? Card Kingdom?
Well, I mean, so there's no prices there. We can't even look at completed data.
No, okay. There is no pre-sales of them. So that was a collector booster box. Let's look at a draft booster box.
Yeah, Card Kingdom isn't going to have anything either.
No sales.
Oh, I wish we had a picture of what the price of those was. But this was the point of me bringing that up. This is why I asked you to look at that. Is because, in my opinion, we really need to look back to Double Masters 2022. I get that set is a bigger set, but in each pack, you have 2 chances to pull something good. We don't know if each of these packs is going to have 2 rares or how they're going to do this Commander Master set. But
let's find out.
I think that
the Commander Masters draft booster box contains 24 boosters. Each draft booster contains 20 cards, including 2 to 4 cards of rarity rare or higher.
Each draft booster
has 20 cards with 2 to 4 rares or higher, 5 to 7 uncommons, and 11 to 12 commons. Traditional, foil, borderless, mythic, and less than 1% of boosters.
Okay. So it is Commander Legends style. All right. So, okay, that's pretty.
What's up, Chucky?
That's pretty good. So yeah, I would compare it to something like Double Masters. That means that there's going to be a lot of chafe. If you have 4 chances to pull that rare or higher, there will be a lot of chafe in here. I want to remind people. Ren and 6 textured foil at one point was valued at like $850 or $900. Like, everybody was saying those textured foils from Double Masters, because you're buying a 4-pack collector box and each of the packs is going to be worth, $70 or $80. We need to really, really be careful. Okay. Because I know that it's, of course, but go back further. Go do the 1 year chart. That was it. That was FOMO pump, dude. Look at that FOMO pump.
Dude.
Look at that chart. That looks like so many terrible penny stocks.
Dude, this is
where
ridiculous.
It's like it comes out, it's a pop and then a serious fade, and it'll never budge from that price. It'll take years and years and years for it to budge from that price because of the variant era. Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
That's what it all comes down to, is like every single time. And this is my I guess we could call this set the North Star of avoiding FOMO.
Yeah.
Is because I'm able to look at this anytime a new hot shit set comes out. I always look at this set and I go, that's it. That's the one.
What we should all do is print out the price history. We just take a snip from like here to here, and then we put it on our wall. And every time we want to pre-order a product or a single or anything like that, you just you look at it and you touch it and you go, yes, I will resist.
Exactly. Yeah, look at Emrakul, foil etched. I'm pretty sure it was high as like $400 or $500 at one point.
I can't believe that
its playability is limited.
$700. Yeah, $550.
And now it's down to $50, 1/10 its price if you had just waited. and so this set, which is completely packed to the gills with good stuff and a lot of bulk.
Oh yeah,
a lot of bulk, but there's good stuff in Double Masters 2022. Got the dock side, the cavern.
Yeah, everything you're still sitting on over $100 cards. I like how the whole row is almost $100 or more. I mean, Kazi textured is $99, Dockside foil etched 106, Renin 6 textured. Even with that chart, still the second most expensive card in that set. And obviously our foil etched MCL is going to be 180 there at the top of the whole game, because that was the card that people cared about in this one.
Yeah. So even like
Liliana. Oh my god, dude! Textured Lily.
Yeah.
Completed listings at $79. Completed listings at $50 for light play.
And those were so hyped because it was going to be difficult to find them. It was like, oh, here's this thing that's going to be hard to find. It's going to be like those cases had 8 boxes in them. In them, I'm pretty sure.
Right.
Or wait, chat, help me. Was it 8 or 12? Boxes, collector boxes in a case? Bob, you got a bunch. Is it 8? But you would get roughly, like, you could sometimes get a case that was lucky. You could get 2 textured foils in it, or you could get unlucky. There would be 0, but most of the cases had 1. And so 8. Thank you.
I'm gonna go grab a
4
water.
packs in a box, 8 boxes in a case.
Jake, I'm gonna go grab a water real fast. I'll be right back.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll leave
that's
it
fine.
Here.
But yeah, I would just say definitely, I don't care how good the set is. I know how people were talking about Double Masters before it came out. Imperial Seal was super expensive. We were getting a reprint of Dockside, Renin 6. Try to take yourself back there while we wait for Joel. You're getting a ton of reprints, Cavern of Souls, a lot of really good cards, and everybody was just so excited. The one thing that I remember talking about is it doesn't really have a good land cycle. It has some lands that are pretty good, like the Cavern and a couple other random lands, but you know, the big dual land that they used here were the bounce lands. So yeah, I would just say definitely don't FOMO out. Be careful, and have patience. A lot of the stuff, it continues to go down. It's kind of like been part of the economy. It's like, as we've been in a bear market in the economy, we've also been in a bear market in MTG too. Dominaria Remastered is really good. Excuse me. Everybody, thank you so much for hanging out tonight. Kind of want to move chat over here. There we go. Alone with Papa Jake. That's right. Everybody, it is so nice. So nice seeing you this evening. We have 483 people watching. Are you kidding me? While we talk about this is awesome. We still have some more stuff to talk about tonight. We've talked about, God, we got to talk about serialized cards in March of the Machine, which I guess we're going to have to talk about Brothers War serialized cards. We're going to have to talk about serialized cards that are also going to appear in Lord of the Rings. I mean, that's going to be wild as well. They're really reeling people in with that. I think that the serialized thing, that could be a trap for anything outside of like the Chase serialized card. Like, for example, the Chase serialized card in Brothers War is Mox Amber. That's just like the big hot hit. If you pull a serialized Mox Amber or Worm Coil Engine, you're in a pretty good shape. But some of the other ones that are more obscure, if they do the serialized thing a lot, nobody's going to care. Like Mishra's Bauble, that's one that people would care about. I know they're confirmed in Lord of the Rings, right? Exactly. And like the serialized ragavan, like there's just so much FOMO. I'm just like, nope, I just have to resist it. I cannot keep up with it. You just have to be happy if you get one thing that's cool. I think that's the thing that we have to remind ourselves is like, you do get one card that's pretty sweet. It's awesome. But we do have 479 people liking. Can we make the unpossible leap to 269? Can we get 269 out of nowhere? That'd be pretty crazy.
So the other thing is,
they do need to apply the less is more mentality to serialized cards. I agree. This is the last thing I'll say about it.
There's nothing less is more about Wizards ever.
We just no. I have to believe that we're living in the variant era, and there will be a post-variant era, which is going to be a big correction and trying to reel it back in. I think instead of us finding a happy medium, we just turned variants to 11.
Yeah,
and it's kind of made it to where.
Why would they go back? I mean, in the Fortnite era, in the Fortnite world, bro, why would you go back? It's money on the table if you go back at this point. I just watched this great documentary about monetization of video games and where it started and where it's gotten to. And one of the conclusions of the video, man, was at this point, developers are leaving money on the table if they're not approaching gaming this way. And so,
you mean just like a Ready Player One, bring all the skins in that you possibly can?
Battle Pass, ongoing subscriptions for a game you've already bought.
See, the Battle Pass is fine. Like that to me is fine because like take the Fortnite Battle Pass. You might have one thing in there that is like a different IP, but a lot of the stuff on a Fortnite Battle Pass is just going to be Fortnite stuff that's made for the Battle Pass. But I do like a Battle Pass because it gives you something to look forward to. Even if you're not excited about the item that you're getting, you're still making progression.
Yes, it was Josh Strife Hayes. It was just a random video that got pushed to me. Oh, look, I actually subscribed to him because I was like, that video is so freaking good. It was just a narrative of the history of like monetization, what went wrong with gaming. Oh yeah, dude. Oh my god. And they talked about Maple Story. Okay, y'all should all go check out this video right here. It's called What Went Wrong with Gaming. It's on Josh Strife Hayes. Dude, I'm not that a 708,000 channel needs our promotion, but definitely go check out this channel because if all of these videos are as good as that video was, this is a banger channel. But yeah, so it's just all about how monetization and skins and things that do and do not affect gameplay that can be added on to the purchase, you're leaving money on the table. And so what does that take to really like take advantage of getting all that money? Marketers and salesmen. And so when they get involved more and more heavily into the process, because they're the ones pulling in the money, they start getting more of a say, and their ideas for the game design start trickling in. And then you get some, nerds that can be like, dito algorithm, and tell them exactly how often to push a notification to people on their phone, how often to be like, double points for this hour, come on into our mobile game and click, click, click. This is just MTG's version of this.
It does that to me on Pokemon Go all the time.
Right.
It's like, get ready for Jigglypuff Spotlight Hour.
I promise they know, they have data on what will make you click on and open their app and win. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
But this is just Magic's version of that right here. It's staring us in the face.
Max says, liked your guys' stream with Magic the Noah. Dude, that was great, man. Noah's great.
Noah's hilarious.
He embarrassed me forever, and so I think I'm gonna make a video where I expose him being a fraud, but he did embarrass me, and we had a great time. Wildcat, Jam stream after a long day at the office. Don't mind if I do. Wildcat,
what's up?
Thanks for hanging out.
Congrats on 1K, by the way.
Oh, very nice.
it's just this version of this. And so I think that there will be something that we can call post variant era, but
I hope so.
There are too many suits making too much money on gaming at this point for them to really pull back on this in any meaningful way.
Look how crazy that card is.
This card looks nuts. I can't wait to see the rest of the frame breaks, man. Honestly, I mean, like, picture you see
everybody's going to be very
there.
excited to get that.
How about this card but in frame break? God, Scryfall is like y'all think y'all can't handle constant preview season.
Oh God. D Hammer says look up Augmented Arcana.
Dude, imagine
AR
this
spell cards for 5e and tell me that won't be a card type for MTG in the near future.
A take on this card right here, but in frame break, would be super sick. Wrath of God, but as a frame break, that would be sick. Look up what and tell me that it's what? Oh yeah, look up Augmented.
No, this is something from D Hammer here. I don't know what he's talking about.
Augmented.
Thanks, my friends. Y'all have been an inspiration to me. I've learned a ton from you guys. Appreciate you both. Wildcat, happy to hear it.
Glad to hear
it. It is a grind. Just keep on grinding.
We actually talked about today on the phone, Jake and I. We talk about a bunch of stuff every day, but one of the things today we talked about was we want to help smaller channels and help smaller creators. That's kind of a priority for us. So happy to hear that we were able to help in any way whatsoever. Oh, here we go. Augmented Arcana. Is this what it was? Is this what you wanted me to look up? All right, so I'm not doing the audio here because I don't know about the monetization of this. Hold the magic of 5e in your hands. I mean,
wow.
Dude, okay, look, here's my take on this, and it's the same thing with those pins that have been going around. I've seen them on Twitter. Who is going to be playing the game and more than one time to go, oh, cool. Take out your phone, open up the app, hold it over the battlefield and just like, look, as you're playing? I mean, I get this. I just don't get this.
Look, I think you don't get it, dude.
It just doesn't make sense to me.
These is things... the new... Is that what it actually looks like?
No, you got to hold your phone over it. You got to like be in an app.
No, it says AR glasses. You have to wear glasses.
You wear glasses?
Do you wear glasses or is it on your phone?
No. I'm even more off of you have to have special glasses. What if the damn glasses break?
No, hold on. Case Spice. No, Case Spice says you strap the phone to your head. That makes sense. I think that's what it is. You just put it on your head.
Yeah, RMP, right? Like, oh, we're on turn 6 and life totals haven't gone down. My phone is dying. I need a charger. I can see the fireball effect on my cards.
And then they're like, wait a minute. Don't worry. We're just trying to finish the game. It's late. It's
Augmented Arcana. I'm sure that y'all are doing a great job, and I
and then they're like,
applaud your business practice. But sorry, I'm dunking on your business so far. I mean, yeah, it could be the future, but honestly, I feel like I'm a pretty good consumer mind. And to me, I look at that product and I go, it is just way too gimmicky. It's like hoverboards. Everyone will be on hoverboards by 2025, zipping around all over the place. And then you get one like viral TikTok, a granny coming out from under her and she smacks on the ground.
You ever see one of those people on like some sort of ocean apparatus, and it's not a surfboard, it's not a boat, it's like some sort of thing that looks like it's hovering over the water.
Does it move like this?
Yeah,
I've seen.
Yeah, it'll move like that,
like
or but then it's like they're always dry and they look like they're dressed for like a night on the evening, and they're just zipping across the water. Who uses that? Where do you find that item, and what is that item?
That's how I feel about AR cards. Connor Lindy, what's up? Any MTG news today? No, not today, but we've had plenty this week.
No, we do have some MTG news. And the news is everything is serialized all the time. Commander Masters cards are out.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so let's talk about this. Set P3K sort USD. All right, so the other part of this Commander Masters thing, before we go off too long on a tangent about hoverboards, and AR cards. Oh my god, dude, Scryfall is ending my life tonight. It's so slow.
Is it mad at you? What did you do?
Bro, I don't even know. Bodhi, I
actually
actually
hurt its feelings.
That's one of my calls.
Give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back. I want to refresh
take more
my drink.
than that to load this damn page. Here we go.
Oh, well then I'll take 3 seconds. Here be. Oh.
Look at how that's the most expensive one now. Where's Imperial Seal? It was Imperial Seal, not Portal 3 Kingdoms. That's right. It was just Portal, wasn't it? Jake and Scryfall share a soul now. I'm the one who knows how to navigate Scryfall. He's linked to its ancient texts. I'm the one that can read them. I'm the seer. That's me searching Scryfall. It's gonna be my next video, I think. I've worked on editing that damn heist one for so long. That video I started working on in December. That one took a long time. But the next one I want to make is just sort of a walkthrough of how I search Scryfall, because I always get people asking. Imperial was P3K? Buzz, what's up? Thank you, Grahino. I appreciate that. Now, I always get a lot of questions about what terms I'm using to search Scryfall and pull up like really certain cards during our discussions. Really certain groups of cards in particular. Psychos, and I don't have a Reed Duke video. That must have been somebody else. It's funny looking at P3K now, there's not really any more cards that we actually need. Like, sure, capture. It's not a terrible one. Just because it is redundancy on that effect. Discursions, correct. That's correct. Oh, I got you. Such Kozen. Dongzu. I think they want to leave it so that it costs you $227 to be like, I'm playing Dong tonight. I'm going to play Dong, everybody. And everybody's like, okay, God. It was funny 6 months ago when you built this deck. Oh, Jesus. I'm slinging Dong tonight. When Dong comes into play, choose one of your opponent's creatures. That creature deals damage to him or her equal to its power. That's a pretty prickly Dong. Red Dong? There's something there. I don't know how long we can continue this discussion before we're demonetized. But, I mean, with capture announced as a potential card in the set, you know, I think it is worth looking at some of the sets like this that are only scarcity plays, because obviously they're trying to dip into that a little bit too. Like they have with Grim Tutor, like they have with Imp Seal, like they have with Imperial Recruiter. And so this time out, it's capture of Jingzhou. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Ravages of War. it's very unlikely that we see a destroy all lands card printed in a multiplayer set. That just doesn't seem like something that they're ever going to do.
What is my take,
Jake? If you're walking, Dong? if you're walking in right now,
all in.
We are curious. How did you? I mean, at 5 mana, this is a pretty beefy Dong. Do you think that it's worth, slinging Dong during a night of Commander?
It would be nice to get my hands on this Dong at least 3 or 4 times in an evening.
Yeah, for sure. You do.
227. 227. I would say
you want to see multiple occurrences of Dong for sure. If you're going to see one in an evening, you might as well see multiple Dongs.
Yeah. These are all super scarce. Every single time with one of these cards, meme aside. Yeah, memes aside, they trickle these out.
Yeah, they're going to trickle
at a snail's pace forever.
Yeah.
And so
forever.
Yeah.
At some point they're going to be like, "We know that you've been looking for Zhao Dun, the one-eyed." And we'll be like, "Who was?" And they'll be like, "Horsemanship." And they're like, "The next set is previewing now." And then you forgot that you already forgot about the Dong.
And you know what's kind of scary about something like this? I'm just going to talk about a very real scenario that you could say is like, these cards are so old and they're scarce, right?
How old are they?
So they're very old, and it's so easy to buy them up and make sure that price stays high until that set comes out, right? So somebody with a vested interest of like, we're about to release Dong Zhao, the Tyrant reprint. Well, it would behoove them to make sure that they buy up every single one that goes on the market for under a set price. That way, the price memory when that card comes out really helps move that set. Now, I'm not saying that that's confirmed. I'm just saying that that's really easy to do for an old scarce card. You just put a little bit of money into buying up the copies that exist.
Sponge fund.
And then, you got a $250 card to help push a set. And then once it comes out, obviously it craters, but you have a bunch of people.
Card.
Yeah, you have a bunch of people that aren't hanging out here in this chat, that aren't hanging out with us, that
it's a $200 card.
Yeah, they're like it's a $200 card. You know, I mean, it's the Imperial Recruiter effect, the Mana Drain effect. You know, Mana Drain used to be a very expensive card, not so much anymore.
We understand that you may be getting whiplash going very violently from the Dong discussion into us complimenting how mature you all are, but we just need you to stick with us. I want to play the sorcery riding the Dilu horse so that I can just be like, all right, still in my first main phase, I'm gonna go ahead and say Corvold is now riding the Dilu horse. Everybody's gonna be like, what is that? Be like, oh, he's permanently got horsemanship forever because this card is ridiculous.
$271.
$272 for a 3-mana sorcery.
Gross.
Riding the Dilu horse. I love the name of it too. I like that it's a, what is that, a gerund?
Yeah.
That's an ing verb used as a noun. Welcome to English class, mother truckers. So, I mean, as far as Commander Masters goes, that is the long and short of it. Oh,
technically
no,
that wouldn't be a sentence, though. It's just the start of a sentence. Riding the Dilu horse. What about it?
No. It's like, what will you be doing tomorrow? Riding the Dilu horse.
Yeah. I still don't think it's a. I guess it is understood that you will be doing the
Do we
writing.
need to go back to the Dong discussion? Because I mean, no. I saw only a little bit of facial hair. It's not a very hairy Dong.
Don't do it. Let's just move on. What is the next thing that we need to cover?
I got a lot more of the Dong material.
I can tell. We'll save it for the next stream.
The next thing we need to look at here. I'm too zoomed. We gotta check,
zoom less.
We gotta check these out. because these also have implications. Oh, dude, don't talk about Dong riding the Dilu horse in my house. All right. 4 precons with this one because we're going to be inundated with precons forever until the end of time now as well.
Yes. I love that.
Dude, the same week they announced 5 new precons for March of the Machine, 4 new precons for Commander Masters, and these are not even all of the sets coming out this summer. Eldrazi Unbound. You know the Lord of the Rings is going to have at least 4 or 5 with it, right? Have we already found out? MTG.
They need to stop.
It's time to stop. We need Filthy Frank back. It's time to stop.
We need it to end. Shout out really quick to Quantum Mechanics, our stream monarch. Thank you so much.
Oh, hail. 8. Get some maple syrup.
Yeah, so we can see may include serialized cards.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah,
you can pre-order it now? Can you really?
Oh, my God. 4 commander decks with the Lord of the Rings set as well.
Right now?
Pre-order. Oh, wow. All right, we'll come back to this. We got real prices here. Let's check, actually. Expansions? Commander Masters? Ah! Chat.
Oh, gross.
I completely ignored somebody who said that the prices were on Amazon because when I searched the very first time, they weren't there. I apologize and I humbly state my contrition.
All right, so $53.51.
Yeah, dude, 53
for a single
bucks.
pack.
Well, it's got 20 cards. Yeah, Cave, thank you. Gaming Bob, it's a cash grab. That's what it is. Okay, real quick.
We will have to look though. More
yes.
Realistically, we will have to look and see.
We're gonna pivot to Lord of the Rings.
There's so much going on here. There's so much going on.
Yeah, we're an hour and a half in. We've got just a couple more things to touch on with Commander Masters. First of which is the precons, and then we'll go look at these pre-order prices, and Jake can help us compare them to pre-order prices and prices of older boxes, as can y'all. Eldrazi Unbound. So the thing we know about these precons, Jake, is that this is the only place, from what I've been able to gather, that we're going to get new cards. Oh, we didn't talk about...
in Commander Masters.
Yeah. Set C17 type instant. Sort USD. Oh, it's not C17. What was it? C20? No, it's 21, isn't it?
What? 20.
Oh, it is 20. Yeah, Jesus, come on.
You're okay. You got this.
Thank you. I appreciate those words of affirmation.
Oh my God, the green one is called Obscuring Haze.
No one knows and no one will ever remember that. Forget you even heard those words. Yeah, so this is I forgot this in the reprint piece of this discussion.
Yes.
These are probably going to get reprinted in this set. Like, how guaranteed are we? I think really the question here now is Fierce Guardianship going to be a rare or a mythic?
It would need to be a rare, or else that means that they're evil and they suck.
I mean, prepare for that to be the case, dude.
They all need to be printed at rare, just like they are right here.
Obscuring Haze can stay at home if it wants to, as far as I'm concerned.
No.
All for a mythic, the green one at uncommon.
The green one doesn't need a reprint. It can just live here as is. I think that they should at least, at minimum, because Flawless Maneuver just got a reprint, they should at minimum do the Grixis ones. Minimum.
Yeah. Well, you're right. We got Obscuring Haze. Didn't we get this as a reprint? Oh, no.
No.
$3.50.
That card doesn't need to be reprinted. It's fine as is.
Nobody needs that card.
It's played in Angus Mackenzie Turbo Fog.
Bobby Z, I bet, plays that shit. Dude, that's one of my favorite commander sentences.
It's fine. It's a free
card
fog.
Doesn't need a reprint. It's fine.
But fog is 1 green already. You can already play fog for 1 green.
This card has only been printed 1 time, and Jake goes, that card doesn't need to be reprinted. It's fine as is.
It's fine forever.
Only the precons it's ever been in. That's fine. Leave it there.
It's good in turbo.
Okay, so
fog.
yeah, that was the last point about the reprints I wanted to make. I almost forgot. These are definitely going to be there. I would be you know,
that is a good note, Jank. It is fog for your opponents, not you. You can do some fun stuff with it.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. But we'll see these. So looking at precons, Eldrazi Unbound is the colorless one. These precons, the best I can gather, is the only place we're going to see new cards in this entire set. So what we've also seen, and a lot of people have been talking about, is the fact that in the promotional material for these, they're very like, this shit is the shit of all the shit. You are just, your mind is going to be blown. Look at this. They have it very generically listed there. Where's that listing? Somebody sent it to me in Discord.
Will my mind be more or less blown? Excuse me.
Yes, very less blow.
Will my mind be more or less blown than it was by the Warhammer decks?
The way that it's worded in the press release or in the product description, whatever that was that people were sending me,
more blown,
is that it's going to be more blown. It's gonna be way blown. I tried to shoehorn in a dong joke. Eldrazi Unbound colorless. I heard this point about this one right here. Eldrazi
cannot be explained. The stream is flawless. Thank you, Keto.
Thank you very much. We aim for flawless.
That's extremely sexy to say.
We aim for flawless in our coverage.
Flawless coverage. That is our tentpole.
Somebody pointed out to me that Eldrazi Unbound, if this is a precon that you can buy for like 40 or 50 bucks or less,
yes,
you're gonna be able to just pick up waste.
How much is it right now? Can you get it right now?
How much is regular wastes?
Are wastes expensive?
How do I pull up just wastes?
What, like from...
Here we go. So if you get 25 wastes in here, that's $50 worth of lands.
$50 just in lands?
Just in wastes.
Yeah. That's a waste of $50.
And so it's kind of interesting the different context that this deck takes because it's specifically colorless. And chat, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is the very first time we've ever had a colorless precon.
I'm pretty sure that's correct. Yeah.
And so new cards for a colorless strategy, if they don't lean them in so close, Jake, if they don't lean them in so close to a colorless strategy, give restrictions on them like can't be played around colored mana, they are going to accidentally create some of the most powerful artifacts in the game. That potential exists with this colorless commander precon because
there could be something good there.
They can all the cards in this can be ripped off and go into any other commander deck.
How much is a full art waste? I want to see a full art one.
Is there a full art waste?
From OGW. Yeah. It's got to be in there somewhere.
Seeing land 183. Here, let's look at Scryfall. Let's view all printings.
All right, so yeah, those ones down at the bottom, there's two original arts.
184. 184. Oh, we got some wastes in the 40K
Now, Oath of the
set.
Gatewatch was kind of a bummer compared to Battle for Zendikar because of the expeditions that appeared in that one compared to BFZ.
Yeah.
But the wastes were a big thing, is you could get the full art wastes in that product. And so I do remember, so not even that expensive on that.
Not expensive, no. That's 183. Let's look at 184. I wonder if that's the one that people prefer. Nope.
Yeah. So
Very
that's interesting.
But those two things combined is what I have to say. That's what piques my interest about the colorless precon, is that unless the designs of these new cards are careful, they're going to create powerful shit that can go in any commander deck that exists. And
That's
two,
right, they came in the fat pack.
even if they have 25 wastes in here, 20 wastes in here, that's $40 worth of basic lands that are just ready to go. You just got them.
Yeah.
So interesting on that colorless one. What do you think about colorless as a design?
I have never played it, but it is something that I'm interested in because it kind of like plays to what I like to do. Is I like to cast a lot of mana rocks.
Yeah, it's actually kind of surprising you don't have a colorless one. It's probably because I made the colorless deck back in the day. I know you can't see it right now, but I'm holding up my Karn Silver Golem that was the commander. I can see it. Oh, you can? This was the commander of that colorless deck. But that was made in like 2013.
I think it would be fun to play Ulamog from Battle for Zendikar.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I think that would be kind of fun.
Plus new Eldrazi cards.
Kozilek.
That's pretty sweet.
Kozilek would be fun too. Yeah, BuzzFuzz has a Kozilek deck.
Send me that list and we'll look at it. We'll look at it toward the end. Moving to Enduring Enchantments. This one is pretty straightforward for me, but it is intriguing that we're looking at Abzan as the color spread here. We got some black enchantment synergy cards in Theros. What was the one where she was dead and came back to life? Theros Reborn, Theros Undead. What the hell was that product called? Beyond Theros. Theros Beyond Dong. It was something like that.
It would be impossible to know.
I think that name. I think. There we go. Theros Beyond Death. We got some black support for Abzan. For enchantment strategies. So this commander, but not a lot yet that we can be like, oh yeah, dude, black is a strong third color for an enchantress strategy. This deck could change that and really lean us into some excellent black enchantments and some excellent black enchantment support. And so that's what I'm excited about with this deck.
Yeah, so all right, so let's take a look here again. The colors they picked were Abzan, colorless, Jeskai, and then
5 color.
5 color.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't have a lot to say about Planeswalker Party, Jeskai Planeswalkers, other than we'll probably get a new Proliferate card. I could see that from a marketing standpoint. You put a Proliferate card in this deck, people want it for all the Infect stuff and Proliferate stuff that came out earlier this year. There's some nice crossover there.
In this instance, you could get a spicy Planeswalker that only exists in this deck that goes to see Legacy play, possibly.
Yeah, that actually is an interesting idea.
If there's something that's really spicy in there, you could have... you could say that about any of these decks.
For sure.
But yeah, you could have a card that goes into... some sort of legacy or vintage play if it's good enough.
Yeah, a nice little 3 cost walker that has some sort of each opponent. But yeah. So Planeswalker Party is, to me personally, the least interesting.
Question though,
it's an archetype that
Party
could really get some shit going.
What if Planeswalker Party is a general that actually makes Planeswalkers good in Commander? What if that's the idea where it's like whenever you activate a loyalty ability, that ability it triggers an additional time,
or it create a 1/1 that can block multiple creatures.
Yeah, or like whenever you activate a loyalty ability, choose one, and then it's like you have a toolbox of abilities that you can do based on what you need to do. So a commander at the helm that isn't a Planeswalker, or is a Planeswalker that's good enough to be good in Commander. Because if you're making a Commander deck about Planeswalkers, and that players are generally in Commander pretty low on Planeswalkers, I would have to think that there is some text on the general of this deck that makes Planeswalkers particularly powerful. That would be my guess.
The idea that Planeswalkers are bad in Commander comes from like running 1 or 2 that aren't super synergistic with the rest of your deck because they just get attacked down so easily. But
they do. They just
in bulk, Planeswalkers can be really strong.
Sure. I mean, I'm not saying that an Atraxa deck isn't a good deck. Sure. I'm just saying, like, you have, when you pass turn in a pot of 4, 3 people that have their turn to figure out, you know, what they want to do about a planeswalker. Most of the time, a planeswalker shines in a constructed 1v1 setting where each turn, not only are you casting spells, but you're activating your planeswalker to get additional value. So yeah, I'm gonna bet my money that the general of this deck is a commander that is going to give some serious heat to walkers.
And that was the last thing I was going to say about this deck is, yeah, I mean, you could also get like a good enchantment in here, you know, some sort of more, you know, additional ghostly prison propaganda like that. Honestly, is already the colors. I'm assuming both those cards are already in there. And then you just run some enchantments past that, Sphere of Safety, and you're just protecting yourself from them being attacked down. You tack on something like you're talking about where, you know, maybe once per turn, once every turn, you can activate the Loyalty Walker of a Planeswalker so that you can do some instant speed shenanigans or some kind of like blink and return on a Planeswalker so that you get those loyalties back. Something like that.
Bro, not gonna lie, I could see there being some hella speculation around Planeswalker Party because there are cheapy Planeswalkers that are in those colors.
Yeah.
That if there is a deck that is a Planeswalker style deck built around those colors, if it is going to be a new kind of like way to play, a new kind of like archetype, oh, Jeskai Planeswalkers is pretty good because of that one general. You could have some Planeswalkers that get better. You know, I mean, Teferi Time Ravelers in these colors.
Right.
You know, you have a lot of good stuff. JTMS is in these colors.
Well, yeah, I mean,
God, imagine if there's something that made Jace
like
good in Commander. You know, like
best,
come on.
Dude. Some of the best.
You got
are
Narset.
blue.
Some of the best are in these
all
colors.
Of the Wandering Emperor. Yeah, you got me hyped for this deck.
Well, that's what I'm saying is like this for me is there will be speculation around it because there are Planeswalkers that are just super cheap in these colors. We see based on the name of it that it's going to have Planeswalker synergy. It's not going to be like an April Fool's where it's like, no, just kidding. Just kidding. It's a prowess deck and there's no Planeswalkers in it. Like, I think that there will be.
This one could also be heavily themed toward Planes Chase because we know that Plane Chase is that's the other thing with these freaking precons is that they all have Plane Chase cards in them. No, wait. That's March of the Machine. God,
yeah,
we got so many announcements today.
So just scratch what Joel just said there.
That is for March of the Machine. So
Tybalt
this has nothing to do with
colors.
Plane Chase.
You know, Narset is in these colors. I will say this, you know, we have opened a epic crap ton of Japanese War of the Spark on this channel, and some very spicy Planeswalkers are in Jeskai that came out of there, and you could see, you know, if it's popular, and I'll say this,
Wandering Emperor,
not every deck needs to be sweaty, man. Not every deck needs to be like a super sweaty deck.
Couldn't agree more.
You know, it can just be a casual thing. There's going to be people that want to vary up how they play. They may be like, you know what? I'm sick of playing my Graveyard Reanimator kind of deck, and I just want to play my janky Planeswalker deck. And, I mean, it has blue, so it can only be so bad, right? Just saying.
Yeah, I like how even cards like this play well in here because...
I mean, say it's something that is whenever you use a loyalty ability, it triggers an additional time. I mean,
that seems a little too strong to me, but yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Something like that.
Something like that. The last
Maybe
one.
it's like whenever you use a loyalty ability, look at the top card of your library. If it's a Planeswalker, put it in your hand. I don't know.
I think there's some interesting possibilities. This is actually, I was not hyped at all on this one, but now I kind of am. I think I was going to buy all 4 of these anyway, just to have. I think it's, you know, none of them do I have at all. These 4 archetypes I don't have a version of in any way, shape, or form. And so it's kind of like, oh, here's a nice foundation for a deck. And just have it, you know?
Yeah. I mean, Enduring Enchantments, that's my favorite card type.
I mean, this one seems like it would be your alley here, just Abzan Enchantments. You've got your
and then
Abzan
Sliver
recursion.
Swarm, which is just really good for anybody who's ever wanted to build a Sliver deck and just hasn't got the pieces together. That one seems like obvious, and there was the old premium foil Sliver deck that exists. Oh God, good luck. Sliver Queen reserve list. Too much value there. That will have probably already gone through an uptick.
Yeah, the call here is that this thing right here, or at least my call, that looks a lot like a crown. So Sliver King.
Oh.
Is commander for Sliver. We've got Hive Lord, Legion, the first. It could be the last Sliver.
Oh, we could get a Sliver Hive reprint.
Sliver Hive
Sliver
would be a good
Emperor.
reprint. Hive Lord, Legion, Overlord, Queen. I mean, it's like those are the choices. And so we're definitely going to get, I mean, to me,
a new
this
Sliver
just seems,
commander.
Yeah, I think we're just going to get a new Sliver commander, and I'm thinking Sliver King to ride the hype of Sliver Queen.
Sliver Guy. That's a good guess. Official missing number.
Dong Sliver. I like that as well. We're getting warmer.
I don't think anyone said that, but actually Ron Ward did. Ron, be careful. Joel really wants to get back into that.
Let's look at some prices.
Yeah.
$70 for these commander decks out of the gate.
Right out the gate, because they're themed around Commander. Dude, I remember the very first time Commander products came out. When did that product come out? 2009?
What product?
OG Commander. 2011?
I think
Yeah,
2011.
Yeah.
Yeah, Warhammer
And
level of prices, but without...
they were $30 each. A deck was, I think those decks were $30 each.
I see people saying these are $69, $68 like the Warhammer decks, but we are almost guaranteed that these aren't going to have the same level of scarcity as those Warhammer decks. And what are the Warhammer decks now? I wonder, are they available?
Mabes. Oh, that's the...
All four right there, $233.
Okay.
So $58 each.
Do you remember what we got those for, Joel? All in?
I believe it was $200 was the price that I was
200
adamant.
straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we both bought a set of all four for $200 straight up. Yeah, Brody. Yeah.
Now these have a bunch of, specifically... Yeah, Brody hanging out. What's up, Brody? Thank you again.
Honestly, if you hadn't ordered the Warhammer 40K, not to FOMO anybody, but they're advertising they've only got 3 left of these bundles, and $233 is a pretty fucking good price for these 4 decks. I'll tell you from firsthand experience, these decks if you don't want to, you don't have to touch these decks. They are fucking good. Out of the box. Yeah, they are good
as is.
Right
for
out
anybody
of the box.
who just is like, let's play this as it is, as it came, which is kind of how Joel is with a lot of products. Is he likes to kind of keep the deck as it was made.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna keep that precon Nats, baby.
Buzzfuzz, you overpaid for the Surge foil ones. What did you get, the full set of Surge foils?
Right now, you can get all 4 for $936, which is $234 each. How much did you pay per? Whoops. How much did you pay per? Sorry about the stream collapse there. Jake, did you get these?
I did not get those. No, I did not.
You'd say about that much in CAD for 3 of them?
Jank got the Surge foil bundle for $550. There you go, Jank.
Oh man, that's a
That's pretty good.
That's an excellent pickup price for those. But yeah, I mean, $233 for these 4, that ain't bad. My personal opinion. $69 though. I mean, I probably want to go the bundle route on these, and so if they do at $262, they're $65 each right now.
It's only a $20 price cut, really. I mean, I would give it a second. There's going to be so much FOMO. I think they really know how
bro,
the
who's gonna
MTG
have
Hive
money
mind
by
works.
this? We got 5 decks for March that are probably all going to be pretty sweet, and they're going to have the plane chase stuff in them. I'm definitely interested.
It's impossible to play all the new stuff. It really
Lord of
is
the Rings
like impossible to get to all of it.
You're right. You got 4 Lord of the Rings decks, and that's the kind of set where it's like the Lord of the Rings cards aren't coming back around, so might as well buy all 4 and have them. I mean,
it's a lot,
dude,
right?
There's just so
it's a lot.
much. And then there's 4 decks for Commander Masters that I'm like, hell yeah, I want those too.
That's why we got to get FOMO Coach in here. FOMO Coach to be like, why do you want that? Do you really need it? Do you need that deck? You don't need that deck. What's that last deck that you played with? Did you even open that other deck
that
you have?
character a voice?
That's FOMO Coach. Got to look out for FOMO.
All right, so Jake, tell me about this.
I do
pricing.
like that they pick dinosaurs. Dinosaurs makes me want to buy
4 packs.
Dinosaurs gets my wallet open. I love dinos.
Tell me about this, Jake. We got 4 packs.
Well, this is what reminds me of Double Masters 2022. This is where I'm like, I don't give a shit what's in there. I've seen a textured foil go from $700 to $100, so I don't care.
Yeah, dude.
I don't care what you're gonna tell me unless it's something serialized or whatever. I don't care. Like, it can be whatever the best card in Commander is right now. I really don't care. Yeah, like whatever, Mana Crypt that we need the big reprint, but I don't think we're going to get Mana Crypt if we're getting Jeweled Lotus. They're going to put it in something else.
Right. That's the hard part for me is I really want to believe that this is the set where we get a Mana Crypt, but I can't see them putting 2 of the mythic 0 cost artifacts in the same set.
Yeah. Yeah, and here's the thing, chat. It's like we have seen so many Double Masters 2022 pack openings that have been a poopy butthole. Just a ton. And so I know that will exist here too. It can't all be free tendies. I think people thought that the textured foils, because I remember people brigading the comments early on when we were kind of bearish on those textured foils, and they were like, no, they're $1,000. They're going to be $1,000.
To the moon!
They're to the moon. That's going to be so hard to find them. And
we
now
just try
it's
to
like,
keep it real.
Now it's like you could open a pack of that product. Now you could pay $90 to open a pack of Double Masters 2022 collector, and you could pull a textured foil Emrakul and you don't even break even. Like, think about that.
I will say I can't see them printing 2 0 cost mythic artifacts in the same set, but then I look at this set and I'm just like tutor.
This set looks stacked, but here's the thing about this set is it is surprisingly reined in, because what you're looking at is a ton of variants,
right, of the same
the
cards.
same shit,
right.
The same shit. Yeah. So this set is actually very reined in.
Yeah, $4.
The top end of this set isn't even that big a deal. The top end of this set is a Force of Will, right?
Right.
So it's like Force of Will isn't even the big payday that it used to be. Like, if we're talking strictly financially, this set is low key, like it's super hype because it has powerful cards, but it's low key, like very, very reined in.
Oh, I got to pick up a Force
in my
of Will.
opinion.
This is my time, huh? Yep. This is 100% the time to pick up a Force of Will.
You could even see a little dip. You could see, because of so much FOMO, you could have people probably like unloading cards so that they can FOMO buy whatever the new sets are. Because don't forget, this set is already old hat. Nobody cares about this anymore.
What set?
This used to be the new hot shit.
Ancient Dominaria remastered set from years and years ago, my olden days.
What is it? Like literally a month old? Month and a half?
I was a sweet little child when this came out.
Yeah.
Now I'm a cranky old man.
It came out a month ago, and it's already old
This
hat.
was only
But
a
yeah,
month
I mean,
ago?
it's chill, dude.
Holy shit.
It's a
When
set-
were we doing
it's a
the
set
fucking
that's very
streams
chill.
of this? There's no way.
No, I mean, I'm pretty sure back in my day last month.
Back
right.
in my day last month, we opened up a lot of boxes. Where's our past streams? Here we go.
Everybody, if you are enjoying the stream, thank you so much for hanging out.
What the hell
Go
is
ahead
that
and,
doing? This bizarre skill makes doesn't belong in our playlist. This bizarre skill makes you rich with ChatGPT. One of us were
Who
like,
knows what has happened?
accidentally added that to past live streams full.
I think you did that, not me.
Oh, probably so.
That's your fault.
I accidentally add shit. Foil Quest. Okay. No, that's Dominaria United.
Yeah, Dominaria Remastered. It was like just a little while ago. There it is. 2 months. Oh, no, that's not it because it was an opening.
Yeah, it was an opening. Where is it? Oh, it must have not been added to this one. Oh, it probably is on a Foil Quest playlist. Back in my day.
Oh, no, what was I going to say, though? No, if you are enjoying the stream,
ago.
click like and subscribe, especially if you think you're going to be back in the future. I know that there's like under 500 of us watching right now. That's super sweet. It's a Wednesday. We're getting toward the Thursday and the Friday of our week.
Yeah,
I hope you all have a fun... Yeah, just a month ago, bro.
Jesus,
I hope you
that
have a
seems,
fun weekend
that
planned.
legitimately seems so long ago.
It's because of how much product there is, which you can speak to. That's why this is such a great spot to make videos for MTG, because they're like, they're just like, here's the never-ending faucet. Just
Never
go ham, you guys. Good luck covering all of it.
Yeah, seriously.
Good freaking luck,
Like,
even
Jake
covering
and I-
half of it.
The March stuff all comes out on Sunday, and Jake and I start strategizing the week on how to cover everything. And we had the big video that we planned on coming out on Monday for weeks, and it was just like this week was all set. And then they were like, March of the Machine, Lord of the Rings. Oh yeah, Commander Masters out of nowhere, Jude Lotus reprint. And we're just
Amen.
like,
All hail quantum mechanics.
Oh,
Exactly.
hail! We were just trying to make funny MTG products, and they're over here like, cover our new sets, you little bitches. That's how they are, man.
Kenny, if you're watching the stream, this is why I never get to the Karavik deck tech.
It never slows down.
I am gonna do that though. I'm doing the Karavik deck tech for Kenny, but I do need a mana crypt. I do need for them to reprint mana crypt, because I think I want to put it back in there. Maybe not, because it's a Punisher deck and the mana crypt does so much damage to me. Maybe it's the one deck that really doesn't want mana crypt.
So I could see this.
Yeah,
Jake, I could see this. Let's look at the collector
what's
booster
the
boxes.
cheapest?
$250.
There we go. 4 left in stock, $250. Is there a way that we can look at the sealed price of that? Is there a chart for the sealed price of that?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I do need a mana crypt. Yeah. Someone send me one and I'll send it back to you.
Collector booster display. Oh my god, this box, man. We used this box in so many assets, videos, thumbnails. This box is etched into my brain.
It will never go away.
All right, look at this chart here.
Yeah, there it is. Okay, so you could see it came out. People were like, the textured foils will save your life. You're going to be able to buy a house with the textured foils. You're going to be able to create generational wealth with the textured foils that you invest in. And then what ended up happening?
Buy textured foils.
And so everyone was like, buy the boxes. You have to find them as quickly as you can. If you can find the boxes quick enough, you'll be able to plant them in the ground, and they'll be able to plant a house, and you'll create generational wealth from the ground.
These are like 3
generational
NFTs.
wealth.
You know NFTs? This is like 3 of them.
I just had a moment where I was like, man, I think like Magic 30th Anniversary Edition really changed the way I think about this game in a lot of ways.
It changed all of our lives. Not to bring Magic 30th Anniversary Edition up, but holy shit, what a game changer.
But it wasn't even, it was like 10% that, and it ended up being like the straw that broke the variant camel's back.
Yeah,
because
for
it was
me,
mostly
it's just
variants,
the constant
bro.
onslaught. I said
is it the onslaught? Is it variants or the
I like
consistent
all that.
onslaught of? Oh, you like the variants?
I like all the variants. I honestly don't mind a really paced, lots of shit, you know, for different types of players. I don't mind all that. Okay. But it does start to seem like, you know, Commander used to be work with what you got. Go pull out your notebook, all the bulk that you've just been sitting in there forever. That card is $1. It's shit. It's an old rare, but it's got type demon, and you want to build a demon deck, slap it in there. Right? That's what Commander was.
Yeah, that's fair.
And at this point, it's just like, that's not the most optimized enchantment you could be using in that slot of your 99. And I'm like,
I mean, that's true. That's true. That's kind of like
have fun. But it's like I said at the beginning of the stream, I think I'm one of the few people who's like, I don't really mind the constant onslaught. The whole like, oh, another day, another set release is a fun meme. But I like this game a lot, and I like looking at new cards. That's always awesome for me. One of my favorite parts of this game is looking at new cards. So I wanted to make a channel about it. And so I dig it. I get into these traps of like, I have set how I interact with the game and what stuff I purchase. And now it's a world where where everybody has their like purchase plan for how they want to interact with the game. And they're printing 8 products an hour that all seem like must buys. And so I've got Commander decks, those Warhammer decks, I've opened one of them and played with one of them. A few times, multiple games with it, but I haven't opened all 3. And there's 5 in March that I want, 4 in Lord of the Rings that I want, 4 in Commander Masters that I want. It's just like, when the hell am I going to play these decks? Give me a time. Give me a moment. Give me 2 moments.
Godfather says the variants are getting ridiculous. There are now 4-digit set numbers in Mom and Commander Legends.
Yeah,
this is insane.
We were going to talk about that when we pivot over to March of the Machine, when we get a minute to do that. But look, I want to finish this thought. We started up in the 399s, 350s. I mean, look at this. This is week 1, so pre-release, week 1. Week 2. Week 3. Significant dip. We do get back up over here into the 325s when people are like,
oh, that's where people were like, oh my god, the dip didn't last nearly as long as we thought, and so people started buying stuff.
Panic
and then
buying.
Yeah, people were buying a lot of staples from the set, and it was driving the price up. And you know, it really does come down to, I think that Wizards of the Coast is just, honestly, they're FOMO harvesting. They just make sure to keep you in a constant state of FOMO, to where it's like you feel like, you know, if you miss it, you're missing something significant. You are missing the new chance at the new art on the new jeweled lotus. You're missing the shattered frame break opportunity to pull that. And you know, and that's a note we'll have to make too, because I'm sure that there are going to be patrons that want to open the Commander set. This is a channel that's very much centered around Commander.
For sure.
So we will probably be doing some foil quests for that.
I mean,
for anybody who wants to do that.
There's a lot of stuff coming out that I want to foil quest. I definitely want to foil quest Lord of the Rings. Probably want to foil quest March. I mean, we skipped Phyrexia 1. March seems like a really good opportunity to foil quest, because there's
a lot of fun Commander stuff in there. There's going to be serialized cards.
So much crossover there. But I mean, you're looking at, okay, so 4 packs in a collector booster box. The reason we're looking at Double Masters 22 collector booster boxes is because there are 4 packs in this, and there are 4 packs in the Commander Masters collector booster box. 194.
So it's going to be
pre-order.
It's going to be that same size. It's going to be the same amount of cards, probably.
This is not correct. Oh, chat, you can't see this. Under here it says this item will be released December 31st. That's not correct, right? Oh, we absolutely going to foil quest Commander Masters. 100%.
Hunter, I love that you have a Karavik deck. That's awesome.
100%.
Yeah, Caveman Tarot made a good point about power creep.
234. Hey, we're at 234 likes. Can y'all help us get up to 269 likes? Thank you very much. Got to pump those numbers up. Got to pump those like numbers up. Those are
Okay,
rookie
so
numbers.
it's released in August. So there are pre-sales now currently. And you can probably watch this price. And what's going to happen? This is my prediction.
This is going to go up.
We're going to get, it's going to go up. What's going to happen is we're going to get a couple cards that come out that really pump it. And it's going to do what always happens is it's going to actually make it into, release, and then it'll have a dip like Double Masters. The reason that we feel that way and why we keep emphasizing it is because you have to remember how hyped everyone was on Double Masters 2022. It was an insanely hyped set. The textured foils were amazing. All of the cards that were getting reprinted, you had Cavern and all these other great cards, Dockside, yada, 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 tons of cards.
Amazing, like the Stream Monarch, Quantum, all hail.
Yeah, all hail Quantum Mechanics. And this is going to be the same thing. So I think what will happen is there will be some FOMO, but you're still going to have to wait through the pre-order period. It's not like you can buy these at 194. A couple cards come out that spike it, and then you're like, okay, I want to flip my pre-orders for $300 now that the FOMO's going. And no, you still have to wait for the box to get to you. Then you have to wade through everybody who's trying to flip it, and then you have the race to the bottom. So it's like, buy it if you're interested in what's going to be in it, or if it's going to be a long hold. That's a thing too. If you're like buying sealed product with the intention of holding it, I think there's always a case for having sealed product. I think there's always going to be
a case for sealed product.
Oh,
well done.
But I think a lot of the time there's always going to be a buyer for that. Opening and hoping to pull heat. They can't just print a bunch of free tendies into the product. It's not like you're going to open a $200 box to be guaranteed $500 or $600 worth of cards in every single box. But that just doesn't happen.
Files
just won't. That's just the market doesn't work that way. So
tell me this: I can't remember. Did Double Masters 2022 have a companion secret layer of any kind? Because the question I want to ask is,
I don't think it did.
Are we going to have a companion Commander Masters secret layer? I got to that thought by looking at this cover art on the box here of what is obviously Jeweled Lotus and we've seen this a lot where they have different variations on the art that we never see on cards, that we never see anywhere except promotional material, quite honestly. And so, no, it didn't. Okay, yeah, I didn't think it did. I don't think we've ever gotten a mat, but I mean, Commander Masters seems like, and this is why I keep harping on, this deserves good foiling, this deserves good cards. Because if you're going to have your very first set ever called Commander Masters, you have got to make this a classic set. You've got to make, it just needs to be a home run across the board. I'm sorry. It just has got a high bar to live up to. Because,
yeah.
I mean, it needs to be good limited environment. It needs to have good reprints. It needs to have sweet variants and treatments. It needs to have some rare chase card. Super rare chase card. It needs to hold up over time. It has a really high bar to clear. I'm hyped on
Grim
it though.
Tutelage. Grim Tutelage says, listening to you guys talk about product diarrhea while I finally get around to clearing my media room of 8 months of bulk feels cathartic. That's great. Good for you.
Dude, yeah.
Keep it going.
If I wasn't, I got to do some wire cleanup over here so I can move my camera around. But over here in my office, I've got just a bunch of boxes of like old cables and keyboards and mouses and just old tech that I've got to go through because there's like a bunch of HDMI cables and USB cables. There's usable stuff in there. I can't just throw it all away, but it's mostly crap. So Grim Tutelage, I'm in the step you were before tonight, which is looking at it every day going, somebody needs to go through that.
Beanpot, we could get a Ristic Study reprint in Commander Masters. That could be possible. Bob says, honestly, I'm more hyped about Lord of the Rings than I am about Commander Masters. Lord of the Rings is going to be fun.
Yeah, let's pivot. Let's pivot over to it. So with Lord of the Rings, I need to go to a better, gotta be a better, gotta be an article on this, right? Here we go. All right, Lord of the Rings MTG. So there's going to be a starter kit. We aren't worried about that. Jumpstart boosters of it. Look at this. Doesn't this kind of look like... Who's the guy that played Samwise? What's his name again? The actor?
Oh,
yes. Hello.
God, Sean Astin.
Sean Astin.
Yeah.
But did Sean Astin hold... I mean, did Samwise hold Sting and the tears in Shalab's cave? It's got to be Bilbo,
No idea.
right? Yeah, that's got to be Bilbo. Come on, dude. You got to learn that LOTR lore.
No, I can't. I have no brain power for all of it.
Full pass. Not interested.
Look, here's the thing. I am excited about the Lord of the Rings set. I like Lord of the Rings, but I don't know any of the deep lore.
I don't know the characters' names or what they fucking do. I love Lord of the Rings. Who is that?
I love the basics. I don't like any of the deep dives of anything.
Okay, here we go. All right, it's the challenge. Hang on, we're going to a different fucking screen for this challenge. Here we go, everybody.
Look,
don't look at chat. Stop looking at chat right now.
No, look, because
don't look at chat. Do not cheat. I want you. Don't look at chat.
What?
I'm
not
going to count on my
chat.
hands. I want you to name characters in Lord of the Rings. We'll go until you can't name one in 10 seconds. Or you mispronounce a name, okay? And the characters' names, that's what we want here. Let's go, baby.
What? From Lord of the Rings.
Name Lord of the Rings characters.
Okay. Gandalf.
That's
Frodo.
Do we count Gandalf as a mispronunciation? Frodo.
I don't think so.
Got it.
Gandalf. Frodo.
Okay, yes.
Bilbo.
Merry
Pippin.
and Pippin.
Boromir. Legolas.
Yes.
Gimli.
We're almost through the movie. Almost through the movie poster. What's gonna happen after the movie poster?
Elwyn. Isn't Elwyn one?
Elwyn? There was Eowyn.
Yeah, and that's pretty much it.
And we're done.
Yeah. Aragorn. Obviously, there's Aragorn.
Strider.
But here's the thing about it. Then there's the Nazgul. I know stuff about Lord of the Rings, but I don't do the deep dive.
Spoken like someone who knows Lord of the Rings.
I don't do the deep dive. I don't even do the deep dive with MTG lore.
That's fair.
I don't. Sure shit, I'm not going to do it with Lord of the Rings.
You didn't say Gollum.
But I do.
You know Gollum.
Yeah, Gollum. But I do enjoy the movies. I like being able to sit down and watch the movie. It's enjoyable to me. Like I love the fantasy kind of like, Skyrim kind of world of just like scary kind of like Elden Ring.
There's
right?
your Jake quote for the night. I like Lord of the Rings because it's kind of like Skyfall. Well, shit, not Skyfall. That's the James Bond movie.
I wish it were more like Skyfall.
No, not the James Bond movie, the Adele song.
No, here. It would be really great.
That's a funny sketch.
Like, there were
I really love
moments of,
Skyfall.
like, good...
Oh, you like James Bond? No, not the movie. The Adele song. Oh, the title song from that movie? I don't know if it was associated with a movie. I just like that song.
No, Joel was trying to see if I knew anything about it, and I was like, well, not really. I know some stuff.
Yeah. What about the Ents? The Treants?
Yeah, the Treants. Yeah. It's a fun plane. Let's just say that. Annie, go away. Annie's like mad that I don't know about Lord of the Rings.
We got Bilbo fighting maybe Frodo. Fighting Gollum for the ring. We got
Bundle Gift Edition Tales of Middle Earth.
Gandalf.
This may be a way to get Annie into some MTG here.
Lord of the Rings
cards.
So this is the big. This is what
right,
everybody's
so that's
talking
12
about.
Packs, right?
That is 1, 2, 3. It looks like 10. 2, 4, 5. Yes, 10 packs.
No. It's got to be 12. Why would they take this one down to 10?
I don't know. I'm just counting the packs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This could not be a scale. How about this?
Like, yeah, I mean, that's the big news.
The big piece of the Lord of the Rings thing, besides we're getting 4 commander
serialized decks. Ring. What will the ring be? Is it going to be a soul ring? Is this going to be a serialized soul ring?
No, they're not going to reprint. Ring? They're not going to print soul ring into modern.
Well, what will the ring be then?
I think this is all new sets. This is like a Horizon set. This is not a
what if the serialized card is a soul ring and you just can't play it in modern? There's no way that people will be like, I'm mad I got a serialized soul ring.
Nah, dude, the one ring is gonna have abilities. It's gonna be a unique card. I don't think there's any reprints in Lord of the Rings besides like giant growth, stuff like that. But probably also even then not. Why would you make a whole Lord of the Rings set and have giant growth in it and not make it like strength of the trance and, you know, make it themed?
Yeah.
Something.
BuzzFuzz says it's going to be a legendary artifact. 100%. Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, there's going to be a game in the future at a pro tour where they're like, all right, I play Rick. Any response? I move to equip the one ring to Rick. And they're like, any response? And now I cast Hadouken. targeting your Iron Man.
Yeah.
And they're like, Iron Man has a ward 4. They're like, I'm paying the 4. I'm paying the 4.
But he's holding Lucille.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Iron Man is holding Lucille. Look, that is the game. That's where we're headed, bro. we are headed toward Chaos Fortnite world, and that's just how it's gonna be. And everybody needs to get on board or leave, because that's Wizard's position: is get on board or get the fuck out of here.
I play football. Oh, that broke me, man. That's funny.
Look. Serialized ring card. Do we think this is 001 of 001? And this is going to be the first time we see.
And on every box it says may include.
Yeah, but it's only one total in the entire world.
They're like, look, we finally made it obvious on the box what you can get. There's only one. Good luck.
Yeah, suck it, bitches.
Oh my god. Just the one ring. A literal one.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, man.
Someone opens it, they tear it in half. Done. It's thwarted evil.
It says, no, if you look closely, in Elvish on the ring, it says Post Malone.
Oh god. Oh man, I really hope it is a serialized one of one ring. Modern legal.
I mean, we're not that far off from one of ones, bro. We've got one of 4s being tournament prizes now this year.
Wait, what was the one of 4?
Brainstorm, if I'm not mistaken. Pause. What
oh
up?
God,
bro, you know those the Secret Lair Showdown cards. The Ragavan's
right.
like one of.
That's right.
What's 15 times 4? 60. The Ragavan one is like one of 60, I think. Brainstorm's one of 8.
That's so insanely expensive. Like that is like essentially they're like, well, if you're not going to let us reprint the reserve list, we'll make the super reserve list. I mean,
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Was it Brainstorm chat? 8 Brainstorms, 32 Ragavans. Yep, there you go.
Someone said one sold for $20,000. No way.
One of 8 Brainstorms.
Can we see the art on it?
Yeah, I'm pulling it up. Hang on.
JC De La Cruz, thank you so much. Gustavo says serialized dong. Well said. There's a Jace the Mind Sculptor. Yep. That one's in the thumbnail of the stream. I'm pretty sure one of the Jaces sold for $5,000. It was the playset of Brainstorms that sold for $20K. Wow.
So this is from Michael Caffrey, MTG Finance guy. 295 non-foil Shivan dragons randomly to participants. Randomly to participants. Non-foil Jace for Pro Tour participants, about $800. 16 foil Jace Pro Tour top 16, about $6,000. 400 foil Fatal Push,
wow,
about 150. 32 foil Ragavans, about 3K, and then the one foil Brainstorm, 25K.
Can you imagine paying $25,000 for a Brainstorm that came out in 2023?
This is the art. You've seen this before.
Oh, okay. I mean, we're not even talking about a reserve list card. We're talking about you could go get yourself. I mean, how much is a busted Black Lotus from Unlimited? Like heavily played? Less. Pretty sure it's less. A set of Ragavans is for sale for $1,500. Yeah, look, there's
Unlimited for $9,000.
So you could literally go back and buy a damaged or heavily played. All right, say you didn't even want damaged, you want heavily played. Can we find one that's at least not super screwed up? What do we got?
Here's a heavy play with images for $10,000.
So for $10,000, heavily played Black Lotus, old piece of MTG history, or you can buy the Brainstorm that is a 1 of 4. That's crazy.
Wonder do they have it on here?
I mean, yeah, it's essentially an NFT. That's what that secret layer Brainstorm is. That's what all those cards are. The Shivan Dragon, and it won't be the last time they do it.
I don't even have one up here.
In the future, it will be done with all the cards.
In the year 3000.
100%. But Jake, if you don't play Lotus in your deck and you need the most bling, right? Oh, Lemon came over to say hello. Hey Joel, has your dog Peach ever got a pimple?
I don't know. That's. Oh, look, he also got a big one.
What deck did he play, by the way?
I don't know. It was a Pioneer tournament.
Oh, Pioneer. Rakdos mid-range. Rakdos mid-range.
That wasn't it. Oh yeah,
that wasn't it.
I guess it was. Rakdos mid-range, yeah.
Reed Duke won with Is It Creativity.
That was the Pro Tour. We're talking about
This is why I get so caught up in the idea of serialized cards. Our community is so large that a numbered card has gotta be good long term. I mean, maybe it depends on the frequency at which they do it. Otherwise, they're all just kind of like mold together like a big blob of just serialized stuff. If they're all over the place, they're not going to be that rare. But I mean,
yeah,
you know, not a lot of people have serialized cards.
I don't think that.
Thanks for hanging out.
I don't
Thalius.
think that this is going to be I mean, the serialized cards, man. It's a whole thing.
Hometown TCG, maybe. I mean, if there's only 500 serialized Wormcoil engines, then yeah, in theory. But yeah, if they did it again with Wormcoil, I don't know. Time will tell. I was saying if they only did it like once a year, they were like, oh, this set's going to have serialized stuff. But now we already see that Lord of the Rings has serialized cards, and so does March of the Machines.
Yes, these are pre-ordering for less than the Commander ones. Commander Masters ones. That's kind of crazy. Draft booster box pre-order for Lord of the Rings, $168.
Yeah.
So it's like we've got regular pricing, we've got master set pricing, and then we've got premium master set pricing on top of that.
Yeah.
Because these are, I mean, look at these two right next to each other. $312 for a draft booster box of Commander Masters versus the $168.
No, I can't. I can't even, dude.
Modern, yeah. That's what I said. What did I say? Masters? That's what I'm saying. It's a modern set. Modern Masters.
If it is billed as a master set, where like Commander Legends Collector Booster, like Commander Legends Collector Boosters, those were 12-pack booster boxes. This booster box, Commander Masters, is 4. So
right. Premium. Yeah. High premium.
I mean, they're signifying that it's a premium set.
100%.
$60 drafts minimum. Yeah, maybe so. Long gone are the days of. No, you could still have a nice cheap draft.
Maybe.
My store was doing $10 drafts of like stuff that was kind of like forgotten about, like Vow and Midnight Hunt. And if you just wanted to draft and play some paper, go do it for $10. Sure, it's not the newest, hottest, but
in a different time on Sunday, we learned about March of the Machine.
We already talked about some of the cards.
Yep, we've reviewed a lot of these cards. The big thing here is serialized cards. Where was that?
Well, look at it pops.
Yeah,
it's popping.
That's 100% Elspeth. Looking crazy.
So what's the news for 2024? I don't know. We'll probably hear about it soon.
We'll hear about it tomorrow. 5 commander decks for March of the Machine. And up here it says includes 10 plane chase cards with die and a collector booster sample pack, which we've been seeing.
So if you want all the plane chase cards, you would want to get all the decks.
Gotta buy all 5, dude.
Gotta get all 5 decks.
And some of them are new, some of them are reprints, according to the stream.
Grim says, yo, is she holding the new Dimir sword on the MOM collector box art?
No, that's definitely
that would be amazing.
That's Godsend right there. Same little two dot.
Well, Kraken packs, don't the multiversal legends, because that's what we're talking about. We're talking about the multiversal legends. And I'm pretty sure those are going to appear in March of the Machine. Or am I incorrect about that?
I'm not. I wasn't aware of the. I just thought it was something I'd missed. That we're going to have serialized cards in March. We'll come back to these. We'll come back to these commander decks.
No, there it is, right there. Look. Plus, multiversal legends can also appear in a new Halo foil treatment, and you'll just have to wait to see. They're like the mystical archives from Strixhaven, essentially.
These are pre-release events. Secret Lair coming in. The Aftermath. Yeah, I'm not sure about Serialized with Mom, but we are getting this bonus sheet. This is the bonus sheet. This is the Multiverse Legends that you're talking about, of which we've seen so far Ragavan and Atraxa. It's going to be a full page, full bonus sheet of reprints, but in the treatments, that they've not gotten before. I won't say in treatments of their home plane, because I don't think that's necessarily going to be true. I mean, looking at Atraxa, in the story, Elish sends Atraxa to New Capenna to get whatever's left of the Halo. And so they give they give Atraxa.
So wait a minute.
What's up?
These might not actually get the Serialized. I might have confused the Serialized Ragavan with the Serialized Ragavan that is the
Jake,
1 in 32.
They only announced 3 new sets in the past 4 days. What are you getting things confused for?
I don't know.
You're an MTG content creator, Jacob.
I'm trying my best. I can't keep up. Annihilator, did Atraxa get gilded foil treatment in a secret layer? No, it's a multiversal legend, and we're trying to figure out where it is.
No one knows.
And if it has a serial number.
No, they're talking about secret layer drop this one. This will be the second time we've gotten Atraxa in the gilded treatment. It's just a different gilded treatment.
What is this in?
This is in March of the Machine. This is the Multiversal Legends bonus sheet. Is Strixhaven Mystical Archive, is Retro Artifacts Brothers War. They are
where?
In March of the Machine booster packs.
In every booster pack?
I don't think they're going to be every booster
I mean, not
pack.
every, but does it appear in every product?
Of March of the Machine?
Yeah.
Every booster product, I believe, yes. Draft, set, collectors. And you know how those work. You just see them at different paces, right?
All right. So this then, these will not be serialized. Can we confirm that, chat?
Yeah, I don't think it's ever been said that these are going to be serialized.
Okay.
The only new serialized thing we saw from all of these announcements is Lord of the Rings saying may include serialized 1 of 1 ring card.
Jamie is saying they said they are serialized.
What is? Okay, hang on.
On the stream, they said serialized. Jake, you're drunk and we're in a later time zone. I know. So they won't all be serialized. Some will be.
Oh, here. So far, only 2 reprints have been revealed. Ragavan, Khalida, Praetor's Voice.
Okay.
Both will have regular foil, foil etched, halo foil, and serialized treatments. So yeah.
So there is some serious shenanigans here. Okay, I was about to throw in the towel, dude, because I was like, no, I'm losing my mind. I knew that information was out there.
You almost quit the channel just now?
Yeah, man. I was about to be done.
Jesus.
I was about to be completely done. Yeah.
No need to apologize, Kraken Packs. We're going to figure this out together.
Yeah, we're on this journey together.
Tom, I was just kidding about a 101 serialized ring. That's a joke. That is not confirmed. I don't know how many 1 rings there are going to be out in the world. I just thought it'd be funny if the 1 ring only had 1 copy and somebody opens it and then cuts it in half with scissors.
Yeah.
I just personally, from a dark humor standpoint, think that would be hilarious.
They're like, get that out of the way.
They just cut it in half. They say video over, and then that's it. They don't offer any more explanation.
They're just like, done.
No, Tom, I sometimes all through my life, I've been so deadpan with some deliveries that people are like, Joel, I can't tell if you're serious or joking right now. You can ask Jake. Sometimes you can't tell if I'm being serious or if I'm being sarcastic. I'm very deadpan. Anyway, there are going to be serialized cards. Let's confirm that.
We just did.
MTG, well, that was with thegamer.com.
Oh, okay.
Let's
I trust thegamer.com.
Oh, continue without disabling. Sorry, don't give me the option if you don't want me to click it.
They're like, well, then here's the Adobe There's More to Your Story ad.
That girl that dances
Jerk.
on TikTok. Oh, here we go. Look at this header. They used header 3 for this. Serialized MTG cards return. First appearing on reversed copies of Viscera's Seer. MTG's, oh, this is a chapter. Serialized is a chapter of that video we've been talking about, Jake. MTG's serialized cards recently reappeared in the Brothers' War. Actually, maybe the One Ring being serialized would be a good kind of capper to that chapter. So we can wait until we know the details on that to write that section. Returning for the retro artifact bonus sheet, these serialized can be, in Brothers' War, they can be found numbered 1 to 500. While Brothers' War cards weren't as valuable as many players were expecting, the promotion was nevertheless a success. After all, who wouldn't get excited at the idea of opening collector booster to find a $1,000 card? As enticing as that prospect is. Okay, that's 3 paragraphs about how there are serialized cards and there are no further details. Got it. So it is confirmed.
Travis says they're going to start talking about Doctor Who tomorrow. I got a feeling.
Oh my God, if they start previewing another fucking product tomorrow, I'm throwing in the towel.
Yes, we'll throw the towel in. Sounds good.
That'll be that. We'll make a short
We'll get the towel
and be like, by the way, this is
in.
our last short. Okay, so
chat, we got to 269 likes. I'm impressed.
Thank you so much. Let's do the next natural thing, Jake, and look at our prices on March of the Machine. Draft booster box for $142. What has happened? What has happened?
Well, that's what I was talking about.
I know. I missed this. $142 for a draft booster box? You gotta be kidding me.
That's how expensive it is.
Why?
Inflation.
Why?
I don't know.
Why?
If I say inflation again, are we gonna get
Why?
demoed? Demoed?
Why?
Because of the... Yeah, it's expensive.
It doesn't make sense. I think probably what's going to happen, dude, I wanted to buy all 5 of these decks, but what's going to happen, dude, is I'm not going to do it. Fun story, Joel.
You were going to do it, but now you're not.
Why? I mean, I like the idea of having the Plane Chase cards.
Yeah.
I do have that Plane Chase anthology that I randomly won that one night we went up to the store.
Yeah.
And so I've got every single Plane Chase card already. It feels like obligated to buy the rest of these.
Yeah.
You got any words besides over there?
No, I mean, you know, we've kind of talked at length about this product here at this point.
Not March of the Machine. We got these commander decks to look at.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
I mean, it's so much product. I can only talk so much about so much product.
So much. I
haven't really had time to look much at March of the Machine, so it's like
this is the closest one. We're basically in March of the Machine now. Frixia all will be one old hat. Get it.
So we already talked about 5 decks. We've already talked about there's 10 Plane Chase cards in each of these decks. So you got to buy all 5 if you want all the Plane Chase cards.
Well, and there's going to be new ones. And so it's not even like you can get all of the existing Plane Chase cards. There will be reprints, but yeah, you got to get them all. You got Growing Threat.
Gotta catch them all.
So we got a black-white Orzhov Phyrexia deck. Looks like it's led by a legendary version of a Johnny That'd be pretty sweet. And look at a Johnny, by the way. Got a Phyrexian
he looks
symbol
really
on the
sexy.
forehead. Yeah, he's gone super edgelord. He probably listens to a lot of My Chemical Romance at this point.
Maybe he's really into listening to like Sonic Youth. Look, everybody's like, it's Brimaz.
That's Brimaz?
No, dude, it's a Johnny.
I mean, it's a cat that is bad.
This is worth $50.
Regardless, catch Brimaz going, wake me up inside, as he's fighting his way across the battlefield.
Take me out at night.
You wrote that song?
Those are the lyrics of that song, I'm pretty sure.
We've also got blue, white, black soldiers. On stream, he said this is a soldier tribal deck. Cavalry charge.
Based on the name of the deck, it sounds very fun. Cavalry charge.
Cavalry charge. It's going to be creature based, so it's not going to be your kind of thing.
Horsemanship confirmed. When I look at,
oh my god,
cavalry compared to
oh, maybe there's a Rick Steadfast Leader in there. This is a soldier that needs a reprint. It'd be crazy if they just put this card as is in the deck. And
wait, who did they put behind
Rick? What the
Rick?
hell is this? I think just two faceless humans. I mean, not faceless, but not characters.
Nameless.
Yeah, nameless.
Yeah, those are not characters.
Captain
They're definitely not characters.
Oh, Esper
Knights.
Sentinel, human soldier, recruit of the guard.
Yeah.
That could be kind of cool. Knights. Oh, you think it's knights? Was I wrong about it being soldiers? I don't know.
Oh my god, imagine them reprinting Walking Dead people in these. God, that would be great.
Dude, you want to make everybody pissed off on Twitter. Show those secret layer cards again. What I want to do is have a supercut of people's videos reacting to those secret layer cards when they came out. And then we're going to play what's that song? It starts with I saw her stand at the station.
Oh, that song's fun to listen to.
We're going to play that song, and we're going to show everybody's really angry reactions to Secret Lair Walking Dead cards. And the whole time, we're going to fade in and fade out, like the Lord of the Rings cards, the Harry Potter cards that are eventual, the Doctor Who cards, the Warhammer cards, the absolutely the Stranger Things kids are going to be in this video.
Yeah.
Divine Convocation. We got
Divine Convocation. So this is going to be some sort of convoke thing, I guess.
And angelic with the word divine in there. So I'm looking at Jeskai Angels.
I believe that's pronounced Divinay, but agree to disagree.
Divine Convocation.
I do believe you mispronounced the second word.
A dedicated 3-color angel commander is a pretty sweet idea. And instead of buying all 5 of these, oh my god, I guess I'll just get 1 or 2 of them.
Maybe it's Concoction.
Divine Concoction? Sounds
Divine
like
Concoction. That sounds like a fun fun deck. Divine Concoction.
Call for
what
backup.
do you think it's gonna do?
Call for backup is... I don't even know words anymore. Call for backup
is it's a
what I need to do right now. It's Naya. Naya probably is like Naya enhancements. So counters, auras, equipment.
Green Fox.
Maybe this
kind of cool.
Maybe this is Fox Tribal.
Oh yeah, because
it's a counters deck, +1/+1 counters. There you go. Yeah. So
Fox gets in trouble and it makes a noise. Other foxes are like, and they're like, "Where are you?
Modified.
We gotta help you."
Yes, John. Thank you, John.
Naya Turbo Fog. That could be fun.
That'd be fun for the pilot. And then we've also got what is this?
Well,
Jake,
that is a
Jake, can you repeat
elephant goblin.
Can you repeat your fox noise, please?
I think it's
when they all get called to help. Like the weird clicking in the back of your throat. That's a talent.
Yeah, I think that's what they would do.
All right, so what are we getting with this one?
A gremlin elephant.
That is a gremlin elephant. It's got a
with Tinker Time.
Why is it holding a magnifying glass and its torch is already on? That's not really good safety protocol.
Oh,
there.
He's a welder. He's tinkering.
Artifact tokens. Artifacts.
It's a goblin from Kaladesh.
Well, I'm excited to meet these characters. I think, which of these 5 intrigue you the most, Jake?
I like the art on the one with the fox.
You like this one?
Yeah, I like the art on it.
+1 counters in these colors.
It's 2 colors that I hate.
Probably the least likely deck for you to ever play.
Yeah, I don't like red and green, or green and white. But I do like green and white when it's mixed with any of the good colors.
So not red.
No, red is good. I like red. That's why I'm intrigued by that one.
I think I'm into the divine concoction. Possibly the growing threat. I'm interested to see what a Johnny has for us. And chat, do not correct me on that. I'm not accepting that this is Brimaz ever in my life.
I'm pretty sure that's Ral.
Even if this card says, when it comes out, if this card says Brimaz, Hand of Phyrexia, I will be calling it a Johnny. That's just what's happening. Sorry. Oh my Jesus.
Here we go. This is from Jank. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Tinker Time, an artifact tokens deck in Teamer. Rug colors. Call for backup, a +1/+1 counter deck in Naya. Devon Concoction. Convoke in Jeskai. Devonay Concoction. Convoke in Jeskai UWR. And then Growing Threat is a Phyrexian deck in Orzhov. Black-white.
Nice.
And Cavalry Charge is an Esper Wub Knights deck.
Knights. Chat was right.
Yeah, Knights.
Chat was wrong about this not being a Johnny, but they were right about this being a Knights deck. Devon Concoction.
Oh, we've got it. We've made it.
Devon Concoction.
We got to the point of no return. Travis has some good emotes there. It's like a face that looks mesmerized and then a face that's laughing.
All right.
Pause has a face that's surprised and then a face that's like excited and about to laugh as well.
March of the Machine, serialized cards and current prices. Commander Masters, Jeweled Lotus, top reprint targets, current prices, and fighting FOMO by looking back at Double Masters 22. Lord of the Rings, serial cards. Jace foil sold for 5,000.
Oh, yeah, we could talk about that. Let's go to MTG Finance.
We're almost out of topics tonight, chat.
We've talked about a lot of things.
Oh my god, dude. We were going to do a commander build stream tonight. That was the plan last week. We were just going to build new commanders from March of the Machine. And
has anyone heard of Atraxa Grand Unifier? That old card?
Back when I was young a week ago, there was a card that exploded in price.
Yeah. Says, can you look at my Eldrazi deck?
Yeah, and so we were going to do a commander build stream, and then Brody, the community happened to the meme review idea. I asked yesterday for MTG memes in Discord. I'm going to tell you the beginning of this story and the end of this story, and you get to imagine everything that happened in the middle.
Okay.
Once upon a time, Joel posted for MTG memes to be posted in a Discord room so that we could do a meme review on stream. Okay. Later the next day, someone got banned from our Discord. You get to fill in all the blanks.
Oh no. Someone got banned? Mm-hmm. Oh my god.
We had somebody just spamming memes like crazy, and I was like, okay, that's enough, thank you, chill. And he was like, what are you talking about? And other people were like, yeah, man, you have just posted a lot of them and they're not that good. You got to stop. And he was like, you should go fuck yourself. And just turned on us so fast.
Wait, really?
Oh yeah, said some very violent things about
Did he say the F word?
Sticking things in places on our mothers that we might not want. Things
what do I need to
stuck?
I'm honest with my mom. What did they say about my mom? And I'll tell her tomorrow.
It's not, honestly, I'm worried about saying it on stream.
Say it on stream now.
I don't think so.
Say it with bleeps.
I
Bleep
think
yourself.
Okay. He told us to go. Oh, that's mute. He told us to go our mothers.
Uh-huh. That's what he said about our moms?
Well, he wanted us to our. Here, can you read my lips?
No, you're very tiny
He
on
said,
my screen here. Here, I'll make you bigger. There we go. Now I'm watching you. All right, say it again. Wait, fist? Was fist one of the words?
Yes, that was one of the words. That's where it got to. That's where it got to. That was there were things along the path that were said as well, but that's where it got to. So yeah, I thought it'd be a cute idea to
sometimes.
It would be a cute idea to rip a segment from PewDiePie and just do a MTG meme review. And it went very poorly.
We should do it anyway next time.
Yeah, I mean, now everybody in chat, go to our Discord. Here's the chat. Here's the Discord.
Is there any way that in the future when
Discord
we ban
invite
someone...
for y'all in chat.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Yeah.
Listen. Is there any way that we could create a channel on the Discord that is called Hell? And anybody who gets banned, instead of them getting banned, they could only go to one channel of the Discord.
And
it's called Hell. And anything goes. You can do whatever you want.
Whatever the fuck you want to, dude.
Whatever you want.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want in Hell.
We would have people speed running bans in our Discord so they could go into that weird room.
No, you can't get into it unless you're banned. It's like
right.
Exclusive.
They just come in and drop the wrong word.
Yeah, we're just like, look, you can still come here, but you have been banished to Hell. And we got to take away all privileges. They can't tag anybody. They can't do anything, but they can post pictures or do whatever they want in there. Yeah, I like this. The chat likes it too. Giro says, hold on, I'm going to create it all to get banned on me. It's going to be like, you can go fist your... Brody's gonna be like, hey, really good job with the fucking health channel, guys. I've been working overtime. Okay. Go to hell sounds worse than get banned. That's right.
All right, let's look
Corey
at this
G says, love it in my D&D campaign. You have a portal to hell.
All right.
Did you find it?
Someone paid $5,500 for a foil Wizard of Barge Jace the Mind Sculptor. Now, the foils were top 16 Pro Tour. Is that correct?
I think that's what it said. It was either top 16 or top 8. I think top 16. Maybe in top 8.
I think it was top 16. I do think it was a bigger group. I do remember there being 2 digits in the number.
Yeah.
1 of 16, bro. I mean, $5,000. It's 1 of 16. And I'm assuming they're going to do
not even that good a commander card.
Yeah, but I mean, who cares? It's one of the most iconic Jace. MTG cards to ever exist. It's a special edition. Is it 32? Whatever it is. 32 or 16. There's fewer than 50 in the world. And I'm assuming that Minneapolis, I think, is the next MagicCon. And I'm assuming that Pro Tour Minneapolis is going to have its own Pro Tour promos.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas the Secret Lair Showdown event that will happen will have the same promos with the Fatal Push and the Ragavan and then the Brainstorm. The Pro
it
Tour
just
will
feels
have different things.
It feels like such a bubble to me, dude. It just feels like so. Like, how much can you pump in? I could not spend $5,500 on new Magic card,
dude. I would rather than be doing promos this way. I'd rather than be doing the hyper rare stuff this way. Prizes, hell yeah,
yeah.
Super into that idea.
I mean, essentially, what it comes down to is there are Magic cards that are actually rare.
Yeah,
they're just not in any of the collector products. I mean, I shouldn't say that. Serialized cards are rare, but like, I don't really know what has ever topped or been more of like a chase thing than the textured foils from Double Masters. I guess the neon ink, the red neon ink Hitotsugu comes to mind as still keeping its value. But yeah, this is just pretty crazy. Just wanted to highlight this before before we get to the end of the stream here. Just this Wizards of Barge Jace that sold.
It's a lot. Kraken, who are you talking
it's a
about?
lot.
It is a lot. All right, chat. It's 12 p.m. plus 32 minutes on the Eastern Coast. Like I said, we had a completely different idea for what we wanted to do on this stream tonight, but GD if Wizards just doesn't keep giving us products.
Kraken, if that's true, send a screenshot and let us know for real.
Yeah, let us know.
If that's legit.
I just to highlight how insane this week has been for MTG. The Shivan Dragon serialized cards that were $295 out of $295.
Yeah.
Didn't even need to talk about that tonight. Didn't even get to it tonight.
Yeah.
There's a whole nother level of this. I've been complaining about this since they announced that Secret Lair cat. Not the kitties that they sold at Philadelphia that I had somebody buy me a copy of.
Yeah.
I've been complaining about this region lock exclusivity. The pros and the cons. I don't think I've been complaining about it. I've been talking about the pros and the cons of it because, like I said, with the prizes, I like the exclusivity, man. If you want to earn something, go play in that tournament. It's a special prize. I love that. The region lock, like Secret Lair that you can pick up, it's a little more feels bad. But I go the opposite direction. So now I guess we are talking about the Shivan Dragon. I go the opposite direction. I actually think the handout Shivan Dragon for just that event, I think it's pretty cool. I think it's pretty sweet guerrilla marketing. Cost them nothing. And they have this little buzzy collector's item that people are talking about. Have you checked eBay to see if anybody has sold these?
Yeah, they're going for at least a couple thousand, I believe.
Really? Damn,
yeah, there's only
walk up and hand you
$295
$1,000 bill. That'd be fucking sweet.
What were the implications of getting one? You just had to be in the right place at the right time.
Completely random. I have seen a lot of different threads from a lot of different people trying to nail down how these were given out. Some people were like, oh, content creators. Some people were like, there were just a bunch of different theories, but the best that anybody can tell is there were Wizards employees walking around with 295 of these envelopes, walking up to people and saying, here you go. And it was up to those people who got them. And I'm pretty sure it was hardcore random because there was a big time MTG Finance guy there. And he said, I was sitting at a table and somebody walked up and handed me this. And so did they know who he was? Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe not. But
Kraken Jinx is not a fan, feels bad for the peeps that can't get out to stuff. Yeah, I
talking
mean,
about the regional exclusivity or random handouts at like one event, like we're talking about with Shiv.
oh, Sour Weasel says 295 random people who entered the tournament. Okay.
I don't know. I think it was just people on the floor. I don't think it was a tournament lock. Jinx said both. Pat, I'm kind of with you on that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Jake, you can make the point.
No, it's fine. Yeah, because it's a card that's just like, I mean, look at it on the screen. There's so many different copies of it. Pause. Thank you so much for hanging out. Sorry, I missed your message up there. Have a great rest of your night, man. Yeah, there's just I mean, it just feels like in the past 2 weeks, it really went pedal to the metal, like over the top a lot more than I expected, I think is a good way to say it.
100%. Chat, we're wrapping this up. We're at the 3 hour 5 mark. I think that was a tight little stream. I can't honestly believe we barely got to every single topic. And I think that we could have gone way more in depth on any individual one, but there's just a lot happening right now.
Yeah.
New video out tomorrow. Got some new videos coming out next week as well. We'll be back live next Wednesday. If you want to support us, if you had a fun time tonight, clicking like and subscribe is the freest way. Clicking our Patreon, going over there to our Patreon, joining us over there is the most direct way to support our efforts, making this our full-time job. We would definitely appreciate it. Go check it out, see if you're a good fit.
Yeah, this has been a fun stream. Obviously, we're going to be covering all this stuff, so if you do want to keep up with the latest MTG news coverage, all that stuff, definitely stick around. Yeah, and come back in the future and check something out.
Happy Thursday to the East Coasters. Happy Thursday to the West Coasters tomorrow. We're almost at Friday, ladies and gentlemen. We are almost to the weekend.
That is right. So, yeah, we're going to be monitoring all this stuff. I was just simply picking up Phyrexia All Will Be One cards, man. That was kind of like where I was. Just like picking up some Black Cleave Cliffs because I've put off buying that speed land for so long. I was like, I'm never going to buy this at $60. And so now I'm just kind of like, yeah, now's the time. And I mean, geez, in just a matter of days, they've spoiled what feels like a ton of their big products this year. Waited toward end of February to do it, you know, got us through the doldrum months, January and February at the start of the year. And so, yeah, pretty wild, man.
75% think that they need a frame break jeweled lotus. They just think it's beautiful. 25% don't want that shit.
Frame break jeweled lotus, beautiful, and 25% don't want that. Yeah, I have one too. I have a couple copies of jeweled lotus. Yeah, I'll take another. Yeah.
The last time Jeweled Lotus was printed, Jake and I had a big bump in the channel because we did some good coverage of that card in particular, and just Commander Legends in general, quite honestly. So we both walked away from that with a foil Jeweled Lotus as a little memento.
Yeah, I actually have a framed one.
Is it within grasp?
It is, yeah.
I've got special paper from Michaels to frame your card.
Yeah, it just sits back here in front of my on top of my PC.
I found some hollow paper at Michaels that would sort of match the color scheme as the light moves sweet around.
And it's a great spot for one of these foils, is just like on display.
Oh hell yeah. On display, tightly pressed between glass and particle board.
Yeah.
So that it can't warp and collapse your house.
The haircut too. God, yeah, that's a deep cut, Corey. If you remember that. Jeez. I used to have long hair. It's crazy to think about.
Yeah, it's not exactly short right now.
Oh, but it used to be really weird.
Oh, I know. We got the pictures in an archive to show the eventual therapist.
Good. Good.
Chat, that's it for us. I'm going to bed.
All right, folks. Yeah,
Love
we're
you
going to get
all.
out of here. All right, talk to you soon,
Hope y'all
guys.
had a good
See
time
y'all
tonight.
later. Everybody have a nice rest of your week. We got Thursday right around the corner, which means boneless wings are buy one, get one at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Blow your ass out.
That's right. You can get the wild sauce and the mango sauce, and then you get a bunch of ranch. And if you don't eat any plants earlier in the day, it just goes right through you.
Everything shoots out the other end. All hail the stream monarch, quantum mechanics.
Yes.
$69.99 in moose pucks coming our way. Thank you, Quantum. All hail.
Yeah, and thank you so much to everybody for the kind words for Camus earlier in the stream. That really means a lot. He was a good dog. So that's it. I think we're done.
Good night, everybody. Y'all have a good one. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
For a new
Bye.
video. Okay, bye.
Endless video.